Columbus River Dragons are on the air, live on the Columbus River Dragons radio network. Tonight's
December 17th and 18th, a Biloxi-Columbus split where the River Dragons will be wearing special threads. If you follow us on social media, _River Dragons, well, we told you all about that. We'll recap it for you here tonight on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. We'll tell you all about last weekend, a big 6-point weekend sweep for the Dragons. Jumped them up in the standings, and depending on how results go elsewhere today, could set up a 1 versus 2 matchup this weekend in upstate New York at the Watertown Municipal Ice Arena. We'll tell you all about that and more after this, but first, it's time to go inside the lair. After this break, we speak with Noah Doyle on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
All November long, Fort Benning Harley-Davidson is getting you some bang with your bike. Buy a pre-owned Harley-Davidson, get a $1,000 gift card to Shooters. Our showroom is locked and loaded with over 100 used Harleys in stock. So buy your perfect pre-owned Harley-Davidson and get a $1,000 gift card to Shooters. All November long, get some bang with your bike from Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, Williams Road in Columbus. FortBenningHD.com.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Welcome back to the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. It's now time for Inside the Lair, and today our guest, number 4, Noah Doyle. Noah, thanks for taking the time.
Yep, thanks for having me.
All right, Noah, obviously this is the 5th time out of 5 we're playing Carolina. Last weekend, came away with all 6 points out of 6, winning 1 here on Friday, then winning 1 there Saturday. Obviously had to feel good. Team looked very good from the start of the weekend, and then it just kept continuing.
Yeah, obviously to get the sweep feels good for the boys. It's a good momentum booster. Coming into tonight, we're just trying to keep the same game plan, get these guys over with, and head onto the road.
Is that kind of the feeling of it? Not to say you're looking past them, but just to get it over it, because you play on the team 5 times in a row is obviously something strange. You don't see it a lot in hockey unless it's in a playoff series. So, the fact that you got to play these guys and win or lose, you're moving on to something else. Is that kind of the sentiment, or is there something different?
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like playoff hockey already. We're already only a few games in, playing them the 5th time tonight. Seems like, game 5 here, we kind of just got to wrap it up, get them over with, and, just keep looking forward.
Well, so far, out of the 4 games previous, we've taken 3 of the games and 10 of the points. So obviously things have been going well for Columbus, and you on the blue line have been phenomenal, stepping up in a rookie year. Obviously you scored in Saturday's game. What do you remember from that goal on Saturday? Because it really seemed to put the dagger into it.
Yeah, that was good for me. It was good for the boys. It felt nice to get that over with, get the monkey off my back. Obviously putting the boys up 4-2, kind of the dagger, as you said. But yeah, it just feels good to get it over with and just keep chugging from here.
We're speaking with Noah Doyle and Inside the Lair. Inside the Lair, as always, is brought to you by the Dragon's Den Pro Shop in the Columbus Ice Rink, open on Wednesdays every week for all of your hockey and ice skating needs. I hate to keep talking about it, but that's just all the recent past is us against Carolina, 4 straight games. How much have you seen this team grow in your eyes, and maybe even yourself? How much have you stepped up really in your own game? Because these are your first couple of games as a pro right now.
Yeah, we keep getting, new guys here and there, but I think now that we have pretty much our core of the team here, I think we're starting to gel and we're starting to play better. As you guys can obviously see, we're winning games now, so, we'll just keep going from there.
Now, what are we looking at for today's game? Because obviously we know their scouting report. They know our scouting report. I mean, is it just, go out and, familiarity breeds contempt? What's going on with this tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the first 5 minutes of each period, we just kind of got to get our legs moving, win the first 5 of every period and get pucks in deep, and, we'll probably just take control from there.
Now, I got to ask you this. Have you ever been to Watertown, New York? Because fans might not know this, but right after the game, we're starting to get ready, load up the bus, and pretty much make a cross-country trip. Watertown, New York, you ever been there?
No, I haven't been there, but, I heard it's pretty cold. But I'm from up north in Toronto, so, it won't seem too different for me. So, just looking forward to the cold, I guess.
Yeah, you're an Ontario kid, so the weather's not going to bug you, but the travel, I know as a rookie, a lot of guys are looking at that trip and going, oh, man, it's going to be fun. So once we get out of today's game, we'll be heading up on the road for a 2-game weekend set against the Watertown Wolves. Noah, before we get you out of here and let you get out on the ice, anything to say to the fans before we get this one underway?
Yeah, we just look forward to your support. We love having the energy every night, fires us up, and we're just looking forward to a good game tonight.
All right, thanks for your time, Noah. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Noah Doyle on Inside the Lair. Stick around. More Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
Hey, Jimmy, turn off the video games. Let's go play some ball.
I'm in the middle of my game. Can't we go later?
Come on, it'll be fun. It will be there when you get back.
Okay, but there's no way you're gonna win.
Why don't you grab some water and granola bars, and then we'll see about that.
You can make a difference. Eat smart, play hard. And when you do, your kids will too. A challenge from USDA.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Thunderbirds getting themselves ready to play game 5 out of 5 throughout the last 2.5 weeks. I got to tell you, it's probably going to be a little nice to not see Carolina anymore, but you still got 3 points to take on the board. It's not a playoff series, even though you've won it 3-1 essentially. Got to go out there, give it your all and fight. And then for the River Dragons, turning around and getting on a bus to Watertown, New York later on in today's game. I'm Zach DeBozart, joined here by Mike V. Mike, how we doing today?
Doing great tonight. Trying to keep a little warm up here. It's nice and chilly outside. They carry it inside, but of course it is ice hockey, not made to be wearing short sleeves.
Yes, indeed.
How are you doing, my friend, after the long trip and everything else and a great sweep last weekend?
Yeah, the River Dragons did have a good sweep last weekend, and you know, when you look at the numbers, I mean, really, from Saturday's game, the first Saturday, we had said, well, all right, that was a tough way to lose a game, but you knew guys had a bad taste in their mouth, despite taking a majority of the points in that particular weekend. Come out Friday, put on a clinic, 6-1, and then their first trip to Winston-Salem on the year, I thought they played a very, very controlled game in what was a very hostile environment. Took the 1-0 lead in the second. Didn't necessarily sit on that, but a lot of penalties allowed Carolina to tie it up. But that didn't faze them at all. They went 3 straight, 4-1, eventually won the game by a score of 4-2. Just a very good, well-rounded weekend, I think.
Yeah, listening to your play, especially in the third period of that game in Winston-Salem, the River Dragons got off to a great start of the period. They just piled them up 1, 2, 3, and before you know it, they're up 4-1. Let in a late goal. But in that situation, it ended up being that, you know, the nice little sweep for the team. You know, speaking of something, though, that I think, you know, sometimes people always are going to look at statistics, but when you have goaltending like the River Dragons have had, and both goaltenders, when they're in the top echelon of the league in save percentages and goals against average, that's a big thing. And you're putting the puck in the net enough with good goaltending. You don't have to get 5-6 goals to win. You can win those 3-1, 3-2 games.
Yeah, and it's definitely the case right now with the River Dragons because Jared Rutledge is sitting second place in the major goaltending categories behind his compatriot Bailey McBurney, who's first. McBurney had the 40-save night on Friday. Rutledge had a 34-save night on Saturday. McBurney right now is a .947 save percentage, 1.92 goals against. Jared Rutledge, not far behind him, .938 and 1.98. The only two goaltenders in the league right now, sub-2 goals against. They play for the same team.
Yeah, and one of the things, again, that you have is you've got a good defensive course, able to move the puck out of the zone, get the offense started, and keep the pressure on. And right now, the River Dragons, you got to say, for the beginning of the season anyways, are playing some very good and, let me just say, championship quality hockey.
Right now, sitting third in the FPHL. That's better from where they were just about a week and a half ago, sitting around sixth. And as we said earlier on in the pregame show, a chance, depending how this game goes and a result goes elsewhere between Danbury and Binghamton, that this upcoming weekend against the Watertown Wolves could be number 1 against number 2. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now, though, we got to take a break. When we come back, should have starting lineups for us up here. If not, we'll go around the different leagues because there's a lot of action going on. Thanksgiving Eve, it's slowly becoming something of a traditional hockey day I've been noticing across, and there's a lot of action to tell you about elsewhere, including in the Fed. We'll tell you all about it and more after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Thunderbirds getting ready to drop puck on game number 5 of this 5-in-a-row set between the two teams. River Dragons have already taken 10 out of the 12 possible points. Thunderbirds, they only got their 2 based last Saturday in that shootout win for them. That was something of a debacle, but obviously since then, River Dragons have done their part and have put the pedal through the floor and have advanced themselves up the Federal Prospect Hockey League standings. One other game to look at tonight and around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Started actually about 10 minutes or so ago. The Danbury Hat-Tricks are at the Binghamton Black Bears. 5 minutes gone in that game. No score and 7 shots between the two teams. Frankie McClendon for the Rabbits, Joseph Shepard for the Binghamton Black Bears. We take a quick peek at the standings as they are right now, heading in towards the Thanksgiving holiday. Watertown is still first, and that will remain that way regardless of what Binghamton does. Binghamton can take all 3 points and advance on them in total points, but by points percentage, they will still be just a couple of ticks behind the Wolves. The Wolves are number 1 heading into the weekend. But then there's Columbus sitting at third right now, Mike. 11 points out of 18, jumped them up to 6-11, And if they get a good enough result to be able to pass Binghamton, you're talking about 1 versus 2 up in Watertown this weekend. That's going to be an early season heavyweight fight. Right. Don't slouch the Danbury hat tricks, though. They're at 571, 12 points out of 21. And heck, if results go their way, if they take care of business against Binghamton and Carolina pulls a result, you'd also suddenly be talking about Danbury, who was number 1 in the early part of the season, all the way dropped to 4th. Shows you how very competitive the early season race is, jockeying for position between those Northeast teams right now and Columbus. 5th place, sitting at an even 500, 12 points out of 24 is Port Huron. Carolina has dropped all the way to 6th, 8 points out of 24 for 333. Delaware still looking for their first point on the season. They are 0 for 5 in games, means 0 for 15 on points. They'll have their first crack at points coming up on Friday when they host the Binghamton Black Bears at the Delaware Fairgrounds Arena. Do not see our starting lineups being passed down Press Road just yet. So that's your Zelmo Zip-In look around the league, brought to you by Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. This is what I was talking about here, Mike. Let's take a look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. That is a full day in the SPHL. 4 games going on. Roanoke and Fayetteville are scoreless. 11 minutes left to go in the first. Also halfway through the first between Peoria and Vermilion County. And then 7:35 East, Birmingham's at Knoxville. 8:05 East, 7:05 Central, Macon's at Pensacola. And then how about some Thanksgiving hockey? The Battle of Alabama. Birmingham at Huntsville. 8 o'clock East, 7 o'clock Central on Turkey Day. I guess all the football games everyone cares about in that state will be over by that point, so you can get out and go see the hockey game in Huntsville. That's right. Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I say that seems like every day in the Fed. I'm going to say, there's something's going to happen today. It could be the most innocuous Wednesday night game, hint, hint, like today, but you never know. You just really don't know what you might see. It's Carolina and Columbus get ready to lace them up against each other in about 10, 12 minutes or so. That's the Southern Professional Hockey League, and that's the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. Let's go ahead and take another break. When we come back, starting lineups for tonight's game and our goaltender matchup coming up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons and Thunderbirds about 10 minutes or so away from dropping puck to ice. Until then, we're on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Happy to have you along, Mike, for probably another period or so of action, right? I mean, I figure Wednesday, I know where you work, and I know what day it is today. It's a pretty big day for what you do. Yeah, going out, having fun, just before you have to see the family. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the River Dragons, brought to you by Fort Benning Harley-Davidson. Go see Brett Posey and the gang at 3230 Williams Road. It's always riding season. But not so much now. It's a little chilly, but you know what? There's nothing on the ground. If you're brave enough, you've got a big enough jacket, you can do it. Fort Benning Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road. We started up in net. Number 1, Jared Rutledge between the pipes. Chicago, Illinois native, a 2-0-1 record, 938 save percentage, 1.98 goals against. He got the win back on Saturday with a 32 save on 34 shot effort back in Winston-Salem. The defense in front of him, that'll be number 13, Edgars Oselinch, and number 4, Noah Doyle. Noah Doyle had his first pro goal in that Saturday 4-2 win. And the forward line, it'll be Jagger Williamson in the middle of MJ Graham and Jay Krupp. Mike, I don't know how much you got to watch the game Saturday. I thought Jagger Williamson was phenomenal. We had him on the coach's show. He's a young pro. He's coming into himself, just winning faceoffs like it's easy out there for him. And pots a goal, and I believe gets an assist or 2 in that game, too. It's all over the ice. Taking a look at the other side of the coin for the Thunderbirds. They will start into net tonight. Number 31, Chris Paulin. Paulin, the Lockport, New York native, a 1-2 record, 8.56 save percentage, and a 5 goals against average. His last outing, he suffered the 6-1 loss in this building back on Friday. Looked very good, but just had a bad string in the second period where goals just kept going by him. The scoreline got a little bit out of hand. So Chris Paulin, be looking to lock it down and get himself in a better frame of mind. Well, we do have a double number in the lineup. Number 18, but listed number 25 on our cards, Chris Hunt. We'll verify with our off-ice officials. Hunt's playing left wing. The newest Thunderbird, Jacob Schnapp from Tampa, Florida, is on the right wing, and Blake Peavy is in the middle. And a couple of former River Dragons on defense. Number 20, Vaughn Clouston. Number 24, Yuri Peshduka. Last time Clouston joined the lineup for Garrett Rutledge's guys, he scored 2 goals in that game that went all the way to a shootout, that 4-3 Carolina shootout win back last Saturday. And Yuri Peshduka, he's been a mainstay, the Czech native, on that blue line for the Thunderbirds so far this season. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a break because we have to figure out this double number issue. That one's a little different on me. I think Hunt is supposed to be 25. Maybe it's just in case of a number mistakenly written. But let's take a break. We find out. We'll come back. We'll also tell you the scratches after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. back here one more time on the Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. I'm Zach Ozark. He's Mike Feed. We go ahead in direction. Just like we were on the first one tonight, we won't have some great teams out there, thank goodness. As we look at the rest of the lineups, the River Dragon scratches are as such stretch number 23, Jake Schultz, number 24, Brad Nolan, number 19, Robert Weinsberg, and number 29, Jake Hutz. Over on the other side of things, scratch number 5, Cameron Dimmitt, number 11, Charlie Pellman, and that is the extent of the roster. Number 21, Joe Cantalossi. Scratches again, starters already. Goaltending matchup tonight brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. It's Chris Paul against Jared Weber, a couple of wily veterans in this league. It's going to be a fun one.
Williamson. And that forward from Indianapolis, Virginia, number 22, Jay.
For some time now, it'll be about a month or so, but we did find out on social media this week that ugly sweat season, the River Dragons will be wearing in the next season. Wearing it once in Biloxi and then once at home here in Columbus. Check them out on their social media pages. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all going to a great cause. Partnering up with Diesel Management Group, Jeremy McDonald, and 1073 for our partners PM Broadcasting. The sweaters look really nice. A lot of fans have said, well, those aren't really ugly. It's like, yeah, ugly, tacky, whatever you want to say, but they got a good theme, and they're all going to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of West Georgia, the proceeds from the Dash auction. So it's going to be a good sight for sure. Starters have been announced. We'll have our national anthem in a moment, but for us, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Call of the Game is next on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Thanks to all.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas, for the 5th and final time in a row between these two teams. It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. River Dragons and Thunderbirds ready to drop this puck. Columbus going to go left to right in the all-black look tonight. Black helmets, jerseys, and pants with some gray trim and teal outlines in the numbers. Thunderbirds in the
Let's
road
get
whites.
loud in here,
Red numbers,
Columbus!
black helmets, and pants. They go right to left. Thunderbirds win the opening draw, and we are underway.
Let's go Dragons!
Racing after this one is the newest Thunderbird, that's Schnapp. Schnapp is checked hard there by Ozelinch. It falls out of the feet along the half wall. Krupp staple guns his man to the boards, and it looks to be Peavy. Shot from the top of the right circle, and an easy save made by Rutledge, who will cover it up for a whistle. 1941 left to go here. Sun South John Deere, first period, no score. I'm Zach DeBozart, and he's Mike D. Faceoff will come to the left of Rutledge. Butita against Petra Antonio. False start. Now we will drop it clean. Butita with the win. Pashtuka the shot, blocked by his own man. Pashtuka will hold it in center point and play it to the near board. A backhand chip out attempt there by Frazier. Go the distance, and it will be an icing against Columbus. Excuse me, that's Shapitsi, 26, not 27. But those two are paired together, it would appear, in today's game. The Petra Antonio unit out there for Columbus right now. Petra Antonio in the middle of Armstrong and Austin Doe. Another face-off. Petra Antonio tries to push Butita out of the way. The Waves come in and help out, and Daniel Martin's got it for Carolina. Martin along the half wall, played a cycle to nobody in particular. Petra Antonio first dotted in the corner. He'll get it over to Frazier, and he'll rim it around the boards. This will be found by Armstrong, still in his own end, near side. Now he plays it up the wall. Doe gets a touch on that. Check there at the blue line by Ramil Talipov. Behind the net it goes. Side of the net effort was blocked away by Pashtuka. Cardinal rubbed out of this play. Armstrong backhands it down deep, and Columbus will change behind this. 18:56 left to go here in the first, and no score between the Dragons and the Thunderbirds. Pashtuka moves this one over for Talipov. He skates this one ahead, dumps it in from the left side, off the glass, moves all the way to the far end board. Maldonado with his first shift of the night. Brings this one back for his D partner. Check that, that's the center, Bersani on the play. Bersani's getting checked there by Schnapp. Hunt will find it, put it over the net to the middle, and Maldonado was there to prevent a white jersey from getting at it. Right point, this one held in by former Dragon Zach Sargis, rimmed around by Maldonado to the far side. Columbus trying to get out of their own end. Carolina doing a good job hemming the Dragons in early in this game, Mike. Grade under a little bit of pressure, sends it over to Finch off the wall. He'll play it up an open left wing, and Maldonado will just shovel that one deeper into the zone while the Dragons change. Bersani lays a check, is just getting that puck off a stick in time was Cody Oakes. Another hit laid on by MJ Graham, but Carolina flips to center. Hunt in a race there with Ozelinch. Ozelinch uses the big body to get himself in the way, but Hunt is still able to hold it in left point. Now he finishes his shift. Rutledge will play it behind the net. Ozelinch trying to rim it around. It's in Doyle's feet. Now he'll have it as he's pressured by Nicoletti. Finding this one is MJ Graham. Whiffed on one flip out off the glass. Gets it off the red line. Look out. Checking his own man. Feeds Krupp. A shot in the pad save made by Paulin. There's a little bit of crossing wires there between Zach Sargis. It looked like Vinny DeAndrea. Now DeAndrea inadvertently keeps it in for Columbus. Carolina tried to outlet that went off and one touch pass to Williamson. And he couldn't pull the trigger at the side of the net. Williamson trying to fight through some sticks, still got it left point to Graham, left circle, shot, backhand Krupp, and that one is stopped by Paul inside of the net, still loose, and it'll get covered. MJ Graham will be to push on DeAndrea. Now Krupp and Sargis going at each other. Saw some gloves flying. They were of Zach Sargis. What are we going to get off of this? MJ Graham was ripping at Von Clauston at the end of that. Those two skate off to their benches. And right now it is Zach Sargis who has the only penalty. 2-minute minor, looks like a rough. And the Georgia power play is on for the first time tonight here for Columbus. Joe's got it at the right point. Joe spins it down deep into the corner for Petrantonio, trying to go to the middle. Pachuca got the block. Held in center point. Now over to Spitz at right point. His shot patted away. Rebound loose. Petrantonio fakes it. Poland came out. Oh, that was a big dive. Called shot from Frejo. Save made. Poland must have got that. That was tripping clear as day on Petrantonio trying to go around him, but it stays out. It's still 0-0. Thunderbirds second in the PK, 82.9% here on the young season. River Dragons, they got some power play goals last weekend, but they're sitting 7th in the 7-team FPHL at 11.1%. Here's Petrantonio, brings us back into the zone. Armstrong from the right point, had his stick clashed, and Cardinal will dump this one down the length of the ice. Over 30 seconds already gone in the Zach Sargis minor. Columbus River Dragons on the Georgia power play for the first time tonight. Pass across to the near side. It's found in stride by Petrantonio. He filters it through. Doe's first on it in the corner. Doe with a backhand rim around. Is checked there by Klauston. Big hit as Shapitzin gets laid into there by Cardinal. Moves back to the near side. Goes past Frejo's stick and will leak out past the blue. And Doe will collect at center ice. Dumping this one back in here is Shapitzin. It'll rim around the boards. Columbus in the middle of a change, so Carolina can take this. And Klauston will fire a 100-foot shot. It'll be gloved by Rutledge and get a little oohs and ahs from the crowd. 45 seconds left in the Sargis minor. Handoff gets faked by Jagger Williamson. He's going to skate it out himself. A pass to the left wing side hits Doyle in stride. Nearly lost it off his tape. Then dumps it in off the high glass. Talipov gets a stick to it. Rims around Jake Krupp trying to hold the blue. And Cody Oakes is able to push it past him. Now Vaughn Clausen gets around Doyle. One-on-one. Clausen trying to drive the net. And Butita was streaking in. Couldn't put his stick to that on a centering effort. Jake Krupp will slow it up. 15 seconds left to go here in the Sargis minor. Columbus trying to work it out of their own zone. Doyle drops this one back. Ozewicz moves it ahead. Daniel Martin, active stick, took away a pass from MJ Graham, but he lifts it and gets it right back. Graham on the backhand, dumps it in past Oakes, racing in on it. Talapov's going to be first. Carolina dodges the check from MJ Graham. Sargis is out of the box. Cody Oakes picked his head up on that announcement and was looking for a breakout attempt. And now here's Sargis with a half step ahead. Coming back on the play is Gray. Good job taking him out of that play, running him into the corner boards. That'll kill that scoring chance for Carolina. We're back to 5-on-5. 0 for 1 on the Georgia power play tonight are the Dragons. Thunderbirds will have this one in their own end. Pachuca slaps it ahead. Hunt touches it at the blue, so no icing here. Frejo just stayed a step in front of his man. Gives it up here to Bersani. And now he'll pass it over right wing side for Finch. Finch a good pass across. Bersani left wing side with it here, being watched by George Holt. Spins away from his check along the half wall. Finch in the corner. That one hit off a Thunderbird body weird and went off the side of the cage. To the middle, Anderson a shot, and that one got a piece of it, did Chris Paulin. Pachuca from his own circle near side will flip this one out. Peavy trying to race it under, kept himself on sides, but lost his momentum as it got put out to the neutral zone. Finch moves this back behind his own net and playing it up ahead, trying to get a dive on that is Hunter Bersani. He laid out full stop for that one. Couldn't get a stick. It's an icing against Columbus and immediate timeout. 13:54 left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. No score. Columbus and Carolina on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Down to the front row here with Diego. Our contestant stand for an ice cold Pepsi and delicious hot dog hamburger.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. 13:54 left to go here in the first. No score. Columbus and Carolina. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. We get a face-off coming up to the left here of Rutledge. Got some wings talking on that far side. Trying to see numbers from this far away. Bersani will win the draw to the near side, though. Going to get played away. It is Fraziot and Holt. We're going at each other, and Fraziot wants a piece of Holt. Nothing doing. Holt is denying his request. Now we get a penalty coming up here as Columbus going to get called for a high stick. Yeah, that was Hunter Bersani, 2 minutes for high sticking. Thought very interesting, Fraziot asking Holt the entire time that play was going to fight, because Holt has had some, let's say, interesting checks on players throughout this series. River Dragons aren't too fond of him, and I know Fraziot offered Holt a taste of his hockey stick back on Saturday in Winston-Salem. This one dumped down the length of the ice as the Houston Clinic penalty kill is on for the first time tonight. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Thunderbirds move this one up the way. Icing is on as Doyle will win this race. No, it gets washed out. Talipov holds in at the left point as he slammed it around. Doe pushes him out to neutral ice. So this is now a delayed offsides for the Birds. Coming in on a check is Cardinal. Little four corners as Petro Antonio has it from his own blue and slaps it down. 1:25 left to go in the Bersani minor. River Dragons best in the league in the PK at 93.8%. Thunderbirds fifth best at 15.8 on the power play. So drop back dangerously. Jagger Williamson nearly had a chance at a breakaway there. Now here's Talipov left wing side. Another penalty coming up. MJ Graham just got caught with his stick too much in the gloves there. He's sat with it, threw his head back. As soon as he saw the arms go up, only giving it a slash. But either way, it's stick in the hands, and it's going to get called. 1:05 now, a 5-on-3 time here for Carolina. River Dragons PK, as we said, 93.8% coming into today's game.Ey're not afraid of being a man down or two. But remember, the Thunderbirds did get their first goal of the game. Look out, loose side of the net, they scored. That one just leaked through Rutledge, and I think it's the newest Thunderbird, Schnapp, who is going to get credit for the goal. Rutledge got about 95% of it, but it leaked through, and it had a chance to be stopped at the line, but a Carolina stick got there first. Schnapp, his first of the year, 1-0 Carolina, and really just taking the words out of my mouth, Mike. Carolina's first goal in Saturday's game was scored 5-on-3. At that point, though, the Dragons had a 1-0 lead. Here, it's Carolina drawing first blood. Huge one there for the Tampa, Florida native. We play on. Columbus power play goal. Dumps this one down. 12:30 left to go here in the first. Hunt plays this one into the zone. Schmidt comes back on it. He'll dump it down the length of the ice.
Carolina power play goal at 7:18.
30 seconds gone here in the Graham minor. Still on the Houston Clinic penalty kill for the Dragons after the Schnapp 5-on-3 power play goal. Here's Schnapp with it again. Plays it back behind the net. Now to the high slot. Here's Hunt with it. Turns, fires, and scores. Hunt just ripped that one top right corner. And all of a sudden, the Dragons penalty kill might have been found out. Carolina turns that 5-on-3 into 2 goals. It's 2-0 Birds. 12:06 to go here in the first. Two goals, 36 seconds apart, both on the power play. Thunderbirds are 2 for 2 to start the game. Columbus is in a hole early. Bersani in zone end, rips this around the far corner to the near side. Martin trying to pitch in on it on Drade. Drade on the backhand, moves that one forward. Look out, Petito lifted a stick. What a block made right there. Looked like by Ozolin. Now Talipov a shot. Check that, that was Bersani on the big block, and that one goes wide. Here's Cardinal with it, right wing corner, fighting through some stick work there of Gray. Cardinal works it up the half wall, right point Peshtuka, pinballs off some sticks, and Columbus will have it behind their own net. Trevor Finch near side trying to go through the legs of a man. Carolina holds it in with Butita. That pass went off the body, and here's Bersani skating it ahead. 2-on-2 as he hits the line. Bersani's shot ramped up off the stick, and that one will go out of play. 11:18 left to go here in the first. Quickly, it is 2-0 Carolina. for those of you playing along with us at home, both of them come on the power play. Schnapp from Clouston, the first tally, and then Hunt from Clouston and Peavy, that at the 7:54 mark. That's how we sit at 2-0 here in the Sun South John Deere first period. It's not the best start right now for Columbus, but still a lot of hockey left to play. Hunt will weakly put that one in. Schnapp on the backhand side of the net, a second effort, and Rutledge was holding on to his post to say no there. Here's Petrantonio being bothered by Petey from behind. Petrantonio tries to work that into the zone. It's a delayed offsides as he touches it, and we will get the whistle. 10:52 to go here in period one. Goals in 36 seconds make the legs feel really good. They are like that over on the visitors' bench. MJ Graham is checked there by Clouston in the corner. Graham tries to rim this one around to Jagger Williamson. It's blocked along the way by Holt. Left wing side, Shapitzin pitches up on the play. Here's Williamson involved in a stick battle, but it'll go Nicoletti's way. Overskating the puck is Corrigan, but he's got no pressure on him. He can collect it back at his own line and give to Holt. Holt will move this one up. Clouston plays that cross ice off the wall right into the path of Corrigan. He stops it up, trades places with Butita, and gives him the puck at the right wing circle. Being watched by Frazier, Butita played it off the kick plate. Nobody there for a cycle, and Frazier moves it up to Jay Krupp. Krupp with some speed ahead, left wing side, tries a little touch pass. It gets around Butita, and MJ Graham with the right wing corner. Acute angle shot, and a stick save made by Paulin. Here's a shot from the top left wing circle, loose there, and it went over Graham's stick. Paulin gloved it, but put it on the ice for Krupp, who centered it beautifully to MJ Graham, but the puck was on edge and just hopped over his stick at the wrong time. Now Columbus trying to work it out of their own zone. Here's Noah Doyle. Doyle flips this one to center. Talipov with a check on Graham, so no icing as they say he played the body. Peshtuka run into there by a Dragon. Coming in to help out is Schnapp, and now this one will be moved up ahead for Hunt. Hunt on the backhand gets this one over. Now right wing side, Schnapp with it. Deflect, they score! Looks like Peavy put that one past Rutledge on a centering attempt. Oh, man. It's an ugly one right now. It was tough to tell if it was Schnapp or Peavy. Schnapp played it to the middle, and it appeared to deflect off of Peavy, at least from our eyes up here, but he might be collecting that puck for a second one for Schnapp. We'll see what the official announcement gives us. Either way, it is 3-0 Carolina.
Carolina goals, scored by number 9, Jacob Schnapp, assisted by number 25, Chris Hunt, 10:31.
Circle, and now they're taken away by Grade. So Schnapp, his second goal of the game, second as a pro, has it 3-0 with Chris Hunt now on a multi-point night, as he's got an apple. Grade goes circle to circle across, and he'll get it right back on the near side. Grade pushes that one all the way down ice. A stick save made by Paulin. And here's Peshtuka behind the net. Peshtuka fakes to the far side. Now goes near side here to Daniel Martin. John Butita with it. Plays this one cross ice. Too far for Martin. Petrantonio boxing him out. It goes off Shapitzin's skate. And Austin Doe will collect the loose scraps. Doe rims this one around. Cody Oakes can't hold it in at the left point. Backhand to alleviate some pressure. Finds Butita in front of the penalty boxes. Now Martin pushes it back to his own line. Butita just got to it first. And a loose puck. Armstrong the back.
Let's go Dragons! Let's go Dragons!
Has it behind the net. Butita knocks it off his stick for a moment. Now back to the left point. Shot coming in. That one blocked in front inadvertently by Petrantonio. Here's Frazier with it right wing circle. Behind the net to Doe. Brings it out in front. Petrantonio tied up in the stick, and he couldn't put it in. That one in too tight on his own feet, and Petrantonio just couldn't slide it home. Carolina will dump this one down. Icing is on. 8:01 to go in the first. We'll get our immediate timeout. Man, that was a chance right there to get one back. Offensive zone drop for Columbus. 3-0 when we come back from the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Thunderbirds 3, River Dragons nothing. 8:01 left to go in the first. Jacob Schnapp's got 2, and Chris Hunt has 1 in between those Schnapp goals. River Dragons had a chance just as we went to break. Could not put it home from the crease in an icing against Carolina. As Columbus with an offensive zone draw that Jagger Williamson has won. Troop puts it to the half wall. Jagger, a shot back door, and Graham couldn't get the backhand to it. Graham in the corner boards. He's being watched there by Zach Sargis. Graham still with the box out as Pastuka watches over him. Doyle holds in right point. Back down bottom of the circle to Graham. Played it 1 touch to the middle, and Cody Oakes rims it away. Here's Butita playing this one up. Now it's on the stick of Tommy Cardinal. Cardinal being bothered by Doyle. It'll go into the far side corner. Ozelinch wins that race over there. Now to Noah Doyle right along his own goal line near side. 7.5 to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. 3-0. Carolina leads it. Oh, look out. Here's Krupp. He gets away from a man. Krupp with it, right circle. Waits, fires, and he put that one too high over the bar. Bersani can't hold it in along the wall, and Spitzen will have it in his own end. Excuse me, it's Maldonado, 25, not 26. His pass, though, is read by Carolina and dumped into the zone. Schnapp off of the backboard behind Rutledge, and that one will be played by Columbus. Maldonado has it on the far side circle. Intercepted by Hunt. He just holds in at the left point. Hunt a shot wide of the glove hand. Troop on the backhand, sends it out past Talipov, but he'll collect it in neutral ice, send it back. And the Thunderbirds touch up here, 6:42 remaining here in period 1. There's some space ahead for Dalton Anderson. He'll dump this one into the zone for Columbus. Talipov first on it, rim to the near side. Bersani there, pass to the middle was behind Anderson, and it's found by Schnapp. Moves this ahead to Hunt. These two have been dangerous for Carolina so far in this one. A blocker save made by Rutledge from about 80 feet away. And here comes Columbus the other way. This one gets rimmed around. Armstrong with it, left wing corner. He gets bodied off the puck. It'll fall to the near side now. Talipov rims it. Big check laid onto him by Bersani, and Frigeau has it at neutral territory. Bersani, a backhand chip. Talipov runs into Doe. Bersani's second effort will just chip it into the zone. He'll head off for a change as Columbus is in between lines right now. Butita collects the drop pass at center ice. 3-on-3 as he hits the line through the right wing. Nicoletti backhands that one down deep. First on it, DeAndrea. He had his stick lifted, and Columbus will collect the other way. Petrantonio has that one hit off of his feet. Klauston, good geometry on the pass to Butita. Butita will eventually settle it, though. He collects back to his own blue line. Austin Doe has that one go off his body, so Butita's in his own end now. Gives it back to the defense. 5:27 left to go here in the first. Ozelinch will have this one, just doesn't have legs for icing, and Columbus sets up a breakout going left to right across the radio dial. Armstrong plays this one into the path of Krupp, but it's a delayed offside as Krupp had to bring it back into the zone, and we're getting neutral zone face-off coming up. 5:08 left to go here in the first. Carolina 3, River Dragons nothing.
Head on over to the concierge field behind sections 101 and 2. We've got some great prizes to give away during the second intermission. If you're looking for the right chiropractor, look no further. Dr. Robert and Associates, they've got you covered. Stop by their office for all your chiropractic needs here in Columbus. And fans on Carolina's first goal,
ties up with Blake Peavy, still losing the feet, now to fall away of MJ Graham on the left side. Graham being bothered there by Zach Sargis, played that one to the middle, active stick by Paulin, loose there as Krupp tried to dig it out. Will eventually be found by the blocker hand of the Carolina netminder, and we'll get our last media time out of the period. 4:55 to go in the first, 3-0 Thunderbirds here on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Let's go with Girls Want Girls.
Let's make some noise in here.
Thunderbirds 3, Dragons nothing. 4:55 left to go here in the first. The newest Thunderbird, Jacob Schnapp out of Tampa, Florida, scored 2 2 of those. And then Chris Hunt, who had some time in Roanoke in the SPHL earlier this season. They have done the damage so far for red and white. Offensive zone draw for Columbus to the right of Collins, won by Peavy. And we play on Carolina in possession in their own end. Schnapp on the backhand trying to work this one out. He'll flip it over the defense's head. Racing back after it is Noah Doyle. I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Mike V. Happy to have you along here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. It's not been going well for the River Dragons so far in this one, but a lot of time still left to go. Ozelins moves this one up to Graham off the wall. A backhand effort will be sent to an open wing. Will be found by Talipov first effort. Delayed off sides here for Carolina as Hunt looked to go in on a half breakaway, dealing with some stick work from Grade, but he couldn't touch that puck. Now here's MJ Graham, near side boards. Look out, Graham got turned over by Cardinal with some speed ahead the other way. Cardinal around one, backhand, he just missed the short side. Had a window to shoot at right there, Mike. Could have been 4-0 right there. Carolina's been absolutely buzzing. Now we get a whistle and a frozen puck. It's tied up between feet, 2-on-2 battle. The Alex Ariels Tire Pro sign. Columbus zone. 4:01 to go here in period 1. Thunderbirds 3, Dragons nothing. Butita gets waived. Bersani will win this draw. And it'll be flipped by Grade, high up into the air, shouldered down by Holt. He's run into there by Anderson. Columbus has possession but doesn't have the zone. And now it's Grade from the red line. A cross ice dump into the left wing corner. Holt first on it there. Finch puts a body onto him. It's tied up in the feet. Holt lays that one up for Butita. Couldn't go off the half wall. Second effort falls right back to him though. And now Cardinal up ahead for Martin. One-on-one with Grade back. Martin stops it up, right wing circle. Pass across the crease. Nobody home as Vaughn Clouston was late on the timing routes. Clouston still with it. Left point. A backhand shovel to keep it in the zone. Finch is being bothered there by Butita. Finch will eventually get the inside angle and work the puck back behind the net. Look out though, stolen by Martin. Pad save made. Rutledge rebound across the crease, and Finch clears it there. 3:13 to go in the first. Carelessness right there in the zone for Columbus. Daniel Martin with it along the half wall, skates this one back up to the top. Center point, shot, deflected, pops up into the air, and goes into the left wing corner. Butita rims it up the wall. Clouston tried to go D to D. Might have broke out the River Dragons the other way. Finch to Anderson trying to get around Oakes. He cancels him out of the play. 2-on-1. Finch fires, save made. Paulin. And the rebound, he will get the glove on it as Bersani is halfway into the net trying to reach in for that rebound.
@C_River Dragons on the gram and on Twitter, and like us on the book. Why choose Columbus Diagnostic Center? With 2 convenient locations, they're the clear choice for all your diagnostic testing in 3+ decade quality testing experience.
Really like that.
Want to buy merch or glance at our schedule? Visit our website at rdragons.com for all your Dragons needs, and download the Dash app.
That play setup, that young guns line, Finch, Anderson, and Bersani, they can get creative out there. That was a good play. Like you said there, Mike. Face off to the right of Paulin.
Let's keep it going. Since 1939, Wade Meter specializes in providing driving services, operating at 4 locations in Columbus, and run business as the official cleaners of Scorch.
Dragons down 3, and boy, they could use one. Petrantonio kicks it and wins it. Armstrong's shot inadvertently blocked by Doze, trying to get out of the way. Left point, Frazier has this off a stick clash, sends it high. Armstrong with the wave, no high stick. Petrantonio from the bottom of the circles, fakes the slapper. Armstrong reaching back for it. He's being bothered now by Peavy. This one rims around. It's found by Frazier in the left wing corner. Frazier, top of the left circle, gets this one to Shapitsin. He fires, glove save made by Paul, and he could see that all day. Talipov was basically boxing out Armstrong.
Happy birthday, Pete, here in the house. Happy birthday,
still 3-0 Carolina.
Happy 4th birthday to Obi. Happy 9th birthday to Ian. Happy 12th birthday to Clara.
Face-off coming to the left of Paul.
Welcome to groups in the house tonight.
Butita on the draw. Petro wins it. Doa shot just wide of the glove hand on Paul. A big check laid on by Shapitsin as Cardinal was trying to defend the puck. Petrantonio side of the net with a wave and a miss. He's battling with Clouston now behind the Carolina cage. Butita has this far side circle, plays that one up. Martin knocks it out of the air. A little give and go between him and Cardinal, getting a good stick in the way of Shapitsin. And then Shapitsin gets a body in the way, prevents Butita from coming in on it. Frazier lays into Butita along the half wall. Right point held in, a deflect, and Rutledge had to stick that one away into the corner as Tommy Cardinal did a good job getting wood on that puck in front of the net. Picking it out of a scrum is Frazier. This one bothered here by Butita. Goes back into the corner for Carolina. Cardinal and Frazier cancel each other out. Side of the net, it's loose. Petrantonio finds it, goes off glass, goes out of play. 1:36 left to go in the first. Let's pause 10
And more
seconds.
groups here in the house
On the
tonight.
Columbus River Dragons.
Welcome all of our soldiers from Fort Benning. We thank you for your service. Kelly Stotsky and crew, welcome to the arena tonight. In Martin
Groups being started here at the River Dragons game, including a handful of soldiers from Fort Benning. Obviously, not everybody from the Fort will go home for Thanksgiving, so hey, guys who are still on base getting a chance to come on out and enjoy a hockey game. Crowd salutes them, gets a little loud. See if the River Dragons can build on it here in the last 90 seconds. A shot from Schnapp, as that is a blocker save made by Rutledge. Schnapp in the corner, falling down, put it to the middle. Nicoletti trying to pick it out of feet. It'll fall Columbus's way, though. Croop moves this one over, right wing side to Doyle. He'll chip that one into the zone. Behind the net it goes. Zach Sargent's first on it there. Rims it around, and far side circle. It's found by Nicoletti. He'll play it only to the red line. Ozelinge and Doyle play a little catch near the Columbus blue. Doyle from the red line flips this one in. 1 minute left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Graham on the backhand, taking this one deep underneath the goal line. Jagger Williamson and Graham, little bit of catch there. Williamson with it now on his stick. On the backhand, takes a check, feeds it to the top. Grade has it, right point, fires. What a block right there by Schnapp. Just got his skate in the way as the shot was going behind him. For a first pro game, Jacob Schnapp looks like he's been doing this for a while. Grade will flip this one in, cross ice into the left wing corner. His counterpart, number 12, Talapov's going to be on it. Moving it ahead to Daniel Martin, skates into the neutral zone. 3-on-3 as he hits the line through the middle. A pass left wing to Butita, cross ice pass, and a good stick right there by Dalton Anderson. Ties up Tommy Cardinal. Held in right point by Peshtuka. Look out, Columbus has it though. Here's Trevor Finch with some space. Finch tripped up by Talapov. No call coming on that one. There's a few in the audience have their arms up, but none of them are wearing orange bands. Now look out, bobbled by the defense. Shapitzin just able to work it out of the zone. Carolina's going to have to touch it up, and that'll do it for the opening 20 minutes of play. Not the prettiest 20 minutes from Columbus. Really, they had their chances. I think, Mike, you could say not the prettiest 3 minutes of hockey or so, because that's where Carolina did all their damage in the middle part of the period.
Birthday in the house. Happy 10th birthday to Gabriel Murray. Happy 10th birthday, Gabe. Hey fans, you heard about the Friends and Family deal from McDonald's? 4 tickets, 4 hats, and 4 meals for Mickey D's. A value of $125 for just $48 plus tax. Courtesy of Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's and a Beasley family. Check out our website for more details. The Dragons want to thank our official medical partner, Houston Medical. West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery in Columbus offers oral surgery services, including dental wisdom teeth extractions and dental implants. Decent way to redesign your property.
That's not 3-0 Birds lead it as we head to break. And John Stealing first to the issue report, which starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
From zombie pits, humble beginnings to our award-winning barbecue, we promise to provide you with top-quality customer service and barbecue made fresh daily. Our pork and chicken are slowly smoked before we make you our award-winning sandwiches. Our brisket is smoked for 14 hours over hickory and cherry wood, and our ribs are fall off the bone tender. Our food is so fresh daily, we only stay open until we sell out, so get in here before the light comes on. Zombie Pit Barbecue, walking the grill, and always sweet and juicy.
I'm Jataya, and I'm from Hot Rock Barbecue. We're on the 280 bypass in Phoenix City.
When I come to Hard Rock, I always get the beans and stews.
When I come to Hot Rock, I always get the chicken finger plate.
When I come to Hard Rock Barbecue, I always get the fried sandwich.
I'm Megan from Hot Rock. We're in for our $5 barbecue chicken sandwiches.
But there's one more thing.
There's one more thing.
One more thing. Always get Pepsi.
Always get Pepsi.
And always get a Pepsi.
We proudly serve Pepsi products. And we love Buffalo.
Simply Carolina's outplaying Columbus. I don't care. I just like to buy. They've been out there. They've been flying inside the zone.
Goals and
They've been very
aspirations.
aggressive on the forecheck.
And having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Trading,
They are what
we're
they are.
more
5
than
on
just a
3,
bank.
5
We're
on
40,000 members strong. With local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Trading. We energy for your dreams.
Come back to climate. Try to chip away at this thing.
That's what many Harley Davidson is riding. For us, riding a motorcycle isn't about getting from A to B, it's about being free. Freedom to adventure. Harley Davidson is a way of life, and that's what we provide here at Fort Benning Harley Davidson. Fort Benning Harley Davidson, ride free because of brave. Howdy.
Nothing to do tonight. Want a bet? At Victoryland Casino, you'll find the latest and greatest gaming machines featuring fun bonuses and huge jackpots. Wager and win on horse and greyhound races from all over the world. And try your luck on our popular sports parlay promotion. Don't miss your chance to win at Victoryland Casino, located on I-85, exit 22, Shore, Alabama. Must be 21 or older.
That's how he is as a coach.
Alrighty, kids. You missed what I was saying on the ice, but I'm going to keep talking if you're beginning anyway. What you missed is that Charles and Ankle were on the ice, and they're the ones that won the state relay, and they have been season ticket holders for I don't even know how long. However, Charles is going to go to Louisiana, and his white ankle is going with them. So let's give Charles and Ankle, the season ticket holders, a warm round of applause, because tonight is their last home game! Did y'all hear me that
10 shots a period. The River Dragons had 12.
Can anyone hear me? Okay, thank you. Go Dragons!
Yeah, Roanoke 2 and Fayetteville 2, and that is with 37 seconds left in the second period. Peoria over VC, 10:54 left in the second there. They're tied at 1. Knoxville over Binghamton. I'm sorry, let me get that again. Birmingham, 3-0. And Macon, and that is with 17 minutes left in the first period. 3 minutes. I saw that too. I was a little scratching my head there. Yeah, in a very quick way. Scoreless, Macon and Pensacola. That was 14:46 left in the first. And Birmingham and Huntsville will do it up tomorrow. I guess the SBL, as you said, there'll be no turkey. Maybe after the game, but certainly not during the day.
Chattahoochee Valley. They've stayed in business by always featuring the very best building materials that every company has to offer. And what's the most important element in building materials? The wood you use. That's why you'll always find the Yellowwood brand available at Harvey Lumber. Now there's something new, Yellowwood Protector. You've probably seen it advertised a lot during your favorite SEC football games on Saturdays. Yellowwood Protector is a semi-transparent stain and water-repellent wood sealer for decks, fences, pergolas, outdoor furniture, and pretty much anything you can build with Yellowwood. Yellowwood Protector comes in 4 different colors: smoky gray, rich walnut, American classic cedar, and crystal clear. You know we always say that if it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Now try the first stain worthy of the yellow tag, Yellowwood Protector. Available at Harvey Lumber Company, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons trail the Thunderbirds 3-0 through 20 minutes of play. I'm Zach DeBozart. One more segment here with Mike V before he's got to get going to his other gig. But, Mike, just give us your thoughts. You've known Jerome for a while. What's being said in that room right now?
He's accountability. He wants every player to say, hey, you know what? You got a job to do. You got to get that job done. Whatever his pregame strategy was coming into this game, he writes it on the board, the 3 things, the 3 keys of the game, so to speak, and he's expecting the guys to do that. I know he's going to want a little more physicality out of this team. I think you can expect the Dragons to come out and put the body on Carolina. I think that's the first thing he wants to get going, to kind of stop these guys from the kind of high-flying skating that they've been doing, particularly around the blue line. So look for some big hits and look for some good physical play, and you might even see a scrap or two pretty early into the second period to get the team going.
Yeah, well, we're going to need to see something like that, as we must bid adieu to Mike V, but we also bid adieu to the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report. Mike, thanks as always for joining us when you can.
And a happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. When we come back, teams will be back out on the ice, and we're ready for the Wild Animal Safari second period after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
The Chattahoochee favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. We're almost ready for the Wild Animal Safari second period. It looks like we have all of our crossed wires uncrossed, and our YouTube page, our radio feeds, everything seems to be hearing the same things. We apologize if there were any issues during that first period. I can tell you the production guys were working very hard during that intermission report, and also trying to look calm doing it too, because sometimes they look at me and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can help them in the middle of being on air. So thankfully it appears we have everything back and good to go. Cannot wait to bring you the Wild Animal Safari second period. Thunderbirds have emerged back out onto the ice. 3 goals to the good for them. Thunderbirds in their road white jerseys, Scripton State logo on the chest, black helmets and pants, red numbers and black trim. They go left to right across your radio dial. Chris Paulin stopped 12 of 12 he saw in those opening 20 minutes. Over to our right, it's Jared Rutledge. Jared Rutledge back out onto the ice, 6 saves on 9 shots. Obviously not his best period, but he's got Jerome Bichard's trust to right the ship and give these guys a steady back presence. River Dragons dressed in the the blackout uniforms with the black helmets, jerseys, and pants. Gray trim and teal trim around the numbers as well. They will go right to left. Got a thumbs up from production. Says we're good. We're ready to go. And that's good news because we're seconds away from the Wild Animal Safari second period. Wild Animal Safari in Pine Mountain, Georgia. I'll say it because Scott's not up here. Someone's getting slobbered on. And boy, oh boy, the River Dragons, they've got to start laying the body like Mike V said before he left us here. They've got to just assert their physicality, earn their chances, and put a puck or two past Paul and get themselves back in this game feeling good. Jagger Williamson wins the opening draw of the second period. We're underway. Ozelinch dumps this one in. Talipov in the far corner. Rims it up the wall. Held in by Doyle. A shot and a glove save made by Paul and picked it up off the ice and prevented a rebound from falling right onto the stick of MJ Graham. 19:48 left to go here in the second. Carolina will opt to match some lines where they can. They'll send out a whole new unit. It will be Cardinal and Martin on the wings with Butita in the middle, and Columbus, hey, they'll play the chess game as well. They'll change up lines as well. The Petrantonio unit out there now. Sometimes Jerome Bichard tells us, hey, he overthinks it. He doesn't know if he should match lines. Hey, right now it's 3-0. If you weren't matching lines before, give it a try. You never know what can come out of it, I guess. Butita has it out of a scrum, rimmed around the wall. Now Doe has it here in the corner. Petrantonio trying to work it up the wall, falls off his stick, and Cardinal gives it to Daniel Martin. Martin overskates it. Petrantonio couldn't lift the stick, though, as Martin's second effort dumps it into the zone. Austin Doe with this puck, has it go through him. Right point held in by Clouston. Behind the net, Cardinal to the middle, intercepted there by Shapitzin, loose in the feet. Martin finds it first to the high slot. Clouston kicked it away from George Holt, who was looking for a one-timer. Clouston plays it off the boards in front of his own bench with some speed ahead. Here's Fraziot. Fraziot looks on the backhand, left wing circle with it, takes it behind the net. Fraziot fending off Vaughn Clouston, still with it along the half wall far side. Fraziot's been on the backhand this whole time, then runs out of real estate. He's got to play it back in the neutral zone. Doing a good job boxing out Hunt. Hunt gets a stick to it, knocks him back further in the zone, and then Hunt will finish off his check. Nothing came out of it, but Fraziot went on a little walk with that puck. Good stick control and good body movement as well from the tall defenseman. Graham has this run off of his stick, and now it'll be touched into the zone. Peavy drops it here for Schnapp, who's on hat-trick watch. Schnapp plays it to the middle, a pad save made there by Rutledge. On the near side circle, Hunt had that one go through his stick, and Krupp will play it now down into the corner. Ozelinch takes a little stumble, but rims it back near side for Krupp. 18-18 left to go here in period 2. Jagger Williamson with it, look out, that one knocked off his stick, and Schnapp will play it back into the zone. Ozelinch rims it around, Carolina still in possession, right circle, Peavy to the middle, nobody home in a white jersey. Ozelinch lays a check onto Hunt there along the half wall. It'll move up ahead for MJ Graham. Graham spins away from a check right in front of the Carolina bench. This will be dumped back in by Martin off a body, so it runs weakly along the half wall, and Graham sends it around. Noah Doyle with it here. Doyle from behind his own net on the backhand, now being bothered here by Butita. Carolina's the one trying to hem Columbus in right now, and the Thunderbirds are up 3, 17:35 to go here in the second. Doyle with a stick check. Martin can't come into the zone. Cardinals in a delayed offsides position. It'll bounce back to the red line. Telepoff sends it off a body, still in the neutral zone. Anderson dropped it back. Trevor Finch can't reach for it there as it hopped just too far out in front of him. Butita in a race here with Maldonado. Butita drops it back. Martin stick tied up there, and it falls to the near side circle where Columbus can take it over. Jake Grade, heck of a job right there to get that one under control. Grade with the backhand flip puts that one into the path of Bersani. Bersani to the right wing, and Nicoletti was there waiting for it. Peshtuka cross ice goes through Cardinal stick, and now Columbus retakes possession in their own end. Finch, ooh, dangerous pass right in front of the crease as Grade was sitting right there. Anderson lays it one back, a touch, Bersani to an open right wing for Finch, back for Anderson, backhand across, and that one gets blocked by Peshtuka. Flip down the length of the ice and on the go route. Blake Peavy's going to find it here for Carolina. Peavy spins it back onto the backhand. Good check laid on there by Maldonado. And now with some space ahead, here's Bersani. He gets checked there by Clausen. Feeds it left circle. High slot Shapitzin. One effort, two. Backdoor Doe. It's behind Paulin, but it's not in. Frazier fires deflected and goes wide into the left wing corner. Two different pucks in this game have been behind Paulin, and Columbus just has not been able to find a stick onto him to tap him home. Rutledge will stop this one up and lay it off behind the net. Carolina gains it from the neutral zone and dumps it in. This will be touched up here eventually by Corrigan as he's heading off for a change. Petrantonio through the middle. Red line, he'll dump it in right wing corner. Rims around. Clausen had his stick lifted there by Petrantonio. Dozer with it, left wing corner. Austin Doe to Ozelinch, left point. A shot missed wide. Petrantonio couldn't get a tip on it. Now Petro being bothered by Clausen as those two cancel each other out behind the net. Rimmed up the near side boards. Cardinal first on it there. Ozelinch tried to stand up his man, and Cardinal actually got the better of that exchange. Here's Martin from behind the net. Danny Martin with this left wing circle on the backhand, trying to play that to the top, and pitching in on the play there was Sargis. Now here's some space for Doe to operate, but it's a delayed offside as it's just knocked off his stick as he crosses the line. 15-15 left to go here in the second. Columbus has this back in their own end. Levi Armstrong dodges a check from Butita as he goes up near side wall. He's in the neutral zone now. Stopped up by Sargis at the red line. Tied up, loose in the feet, and Schnapp will find it here for Carolina. Schnapp 3-on-2 as he hits the line, bunched up right wing. It'll fall for Hunt on a loose pass. Hunt, a shot, just missed. That short side corner hits up off of the netting, out of play, and we get our immediate timeout. 14:54 left to go in the second. Dragons trail Carolina 3-0 here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Carolina 3, Columbus 0. I'm Zach DeBozart. Happy to have you along here for the ride on a Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, the Americans at least. A lot of Canadians on both of these teams. And if you were listening to the John Emerald Distilling Coaches Show last night, I got outnumbered by Jerome Bichard and Jagger Williamson, a couple of Canadians who were saying, well, if Thanksgiving was done the Canadian way, you wouldn't have to worry about a holiday in the middle of the early season. So that was kind of a funny moment there. Peshtuka bumps MJ Graham down there, and then Graham just gave a big lift on the skates right there to Peshtuka, and Graham wants a piece of him, dropping his gloves, and he's going at Yuri Peshtuka. Peshtuka had picked up the interference call. Graham didn't like it as he was basically taken down from behind, and Graham gave a big two-handed whack to Peshtuka's leg, went and jumped him, and was more than likely even this up. but it has gotten the crowd alive in this one. .38 left to go in the second. We'll have a referees conference at the crease. Some equipment being delivered to the proper penalty boxes. By the way, we didn't tell you our officials in tonight's game. Wearing the bands, it's Radolinski and Cole, and the linesmen are Fossa and Campbell. Quick discussion at the scorers table. More than likely, this is going to be evened up 4-on-4. Peshtuka had the initial call, likely for interference, as Graham got around him and then took him out from behind. Graham didn't like it. He just went after the Czech defenseman. Both captains head back to their respective benches. MJ Graham has 2 on the board for him. And there is the 2 minutes up for Peshtuka. 4-on-4 here for a full 2 minutes. A lot of open ice to work with. Let's see if Columbus can get the legs moving. Find some space and scoring opportunities here. Peavy will win the defensive zone draw, though, for Carolina as we are underway. 14.5 to go here in the second. Interference for Peshtuka and roughing for Graham as we expected. Schnapp will take the handoff behind the net from Klaus. He's got some speed, left wing. Schnapp on the backhand, sends it towards Rutledge. Blocker save made there by the Columbus netminder. Rims around the far boards. Bersani chips away from a man. He's got 2-on-1 going back the other way. Bersani, left wing side. It's Williamson. A shot and a pad save made there by Paulin. Jagger Williamson with it here at the left point. Plays it right circle. One-time effort. And that one just sent wide. Looks like that was Shapitsin who was in on that blast. Heck of a pass by Williamson to put that right in his wheelhouse. It looks like it went off the glass and well out of play. Missed the netting entirely as everyone was looking for that puck. 13:55 to go here in the Wild Animal Safari second period and 1:18 remaining in the 4-on-4. Graham and Peshtuka each sitting for a altercation seconds ago. Face off to the left of Paulin. Petrantonio v. Butita. Butita will win it. Talipov rims this one around. It'll be found by Doe. He'll leave it on the wall there for Shapitsin. Checked there by Butita in the corner. Takes a weird hop. Shapitsin a shot. Rings the outside of the cage as he fired that one in from a tight angle. Martin's got some space ahead left wing. Butita cuts in front of him, and it's offsides as Butita lifted his skate to allow Martin to go through him. He lifted the wrong skate there, and we'll get a neutral zone draw in front of the Carolina bench. Halfway through the 4-on-4 play here in the second period. 13:37 to go in period 2. It's Carolina 3, Columbus nothing. All the Thunderbirds damage coming back in the first period. Petrantonio wins this one. Frazier has it behind his own net. Uses the backboard and earns himself a little space. Frazier up ahead to Austin Doe. Staring down Ramil Talipov. He gets around him. Austin Doe, right circle. Waits. Deeks waits out. Paulin. What a save. That one blocked in front by Talipov. And now Frazier couldn't pull the trigger from the high slot. We get a whistle. And the net is off behind Paulin. Ramil Talipov just laid out. Pretty much stacked the shin pads there to keep Austin Doe from scoring that one. Austin Doe waited out Chris Paulin, figured he had a whole bunch of net to shoot at. The big Russian Talipov keeps the bagel on the board for Paulin. 3-0 Carolina, it remains. 41 ticks remaining in the 4-on-4. They'll readjust that net behind Paulin. The face-off will come to his left. Getting a little extra time here on this net. Figured there was a quick push back in. Don't have to have the ice crew back out. And there we go, set back on its moorings. Petrantonio wins this one. Holt, though, on the open wing, plays it back behind his own net. Petrantonio gives him a crunching hit. Now look out, Cardinal turned it over, but Petrantonio without space and has it back in the neutral zone. Ozelinch skates us from his own blue line. A pass left wing to Doe as he's in over the line. Doe drops it back for Ozelinch. A shot blocked by Cardinal. He'll collect his own scraps, but he puts the pass behind Hunt, and Doyle has it at the Columbus blue. D-to-D pass. Now Ozelinch works up the left wing side to Doe. He has a hole in his stick, and Cardinal tries to play it into the Columbus end. Ozelinch gets that past him, but finding it now is Zach Sargis for the Thunderbirds. Sargis knocked off his stick by Jagger Williamson. And this one backhand dumped into the zone by Cody Oakes. Out of the box comes Peshtuka and Graham. We are back to 5-on-5 play here with 12.5 left to go in the second. A touch by MJ Graham at center. No icing here on the dump down. Cody Oakes being bothered there by Williamson. It's tied up in the corner. Now Graham and Talipov go at it. Talipov boxing out Graham. It's tied up between his feet. Williamson picks it out. Williamson from behind the net. Good geometry. Right point. Grade fired a shot. Went off the heel of his stick. Got nothing on it. Now here's Butita with some speed ahead. 2-on-2 as he hits the line. Good stick by Grade. Holds him up at the blue just enough. And that will get the offsides call. Krupp and Butita pushing and shoving at each other. And Krupp just shoved one too many. Krupp and Butita went at each other. Linesman got in the way. And Krupp fired the last one that incriminates himself, and he is upset with himself. Kicks the backside of the boards, and it will be another Carolina power play here tonight. Houston Clinic penalty kill helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. 0 for 2 so far on the day. There was a 5-on-3 situation earlier in the first, and the Thunderbirds scored on both opportunities. First it was Schnapp, then it was Hunt. Both of them are out here to start. This man advantage for the Birds. Peshtuka at his own red line, had that one stop on him. He's being bothered by a couple of Dragons. Now moves to Schnapp. Schnapp has a stick canceled out. Hunt can't reach back for it, and it's sent down the length of the ice by Grade, who will start up change. Paulin will slow this one up behind the net for Talipov. Moves that one left wing side. Peshtuka with some space ahead, fighting through a little bit of stick work there from Anderson. Peshtuka behind the net. Peavy has it in his feet. Loose there in the corner for Schnapp, and Fraziot gets himself in the way first. Now back up to the right point. Talipov with it here. Top of the right wing circle for Peavy. Peavy back for Talipov. He collects it on the backhand, sends it into the corner. Fraziot first on it there, and down the ice goes along the glass, 200 feet. 1:05 left to go in the Krupp roughing diner. 3-0. Carolina leads it. Columbus got to kill off this penalty right now for morale's sake. Schnapp plays that one into the right wing corner. First on it is Peavy. Peavy being watched by Doyle. Doyle, good spin there to fake the check and stay with them. Right point held in by Clouston. It rims around. Ozelinch with it at the far corner. Petrantonio will get a slap on it there. And down the ice it will go. 40 ticks left to go here in the Krupp minor. Carolina has it again behind their own net, attacking left to right across your radio dial here in this Wild Animal Safari second period. Cardinal gets around the defense. He's got a half-hearted 2-on-1, drops it back Butita, and he scores. Puts that one through the 5-hole. It's another power play goal, and Carolina leads at 4-0. Butita, the goal scorer. John Butita, the Cleveland, Ohio native, has his 4th goal of the year and is now in double digits for the Thunderbirds. 10 points. He is the first one to double digits in the Carolina squad. .34 left to go here in the second. Puck is down. We are back underway. Thunderbirds leading this one 4-0. Hunt tries to get around a man, and the River Dragons will take possession off of the loose puck deep. This one's sent over to Bersani. Bersani drops this one back, now gets it along the red line. Icing is not on here, as they got a touch on it along the red. Oakes moving that one up the half wall. Finch can't hold it in along the blue. And it'll be played back to defense. Fraziot, Bersani kicks it all the way back to the Columbus Blue for Shapitzin. So it goes off of Finch's stick. He races after it, but Sargis a couple paces in front of him. Finch laying a check onto Sargis there. It's loose in the corner. Now coming in to seal it up as well as Justin Schmidt. Schmidt sends down Sargis at the end of all that. Gives him a little tap for it, asks him to go, and they're going to go. Schmidt and Zach Sargis in the right wing circle. Schmidt holding him up. Sargis tries to fire in a right. Now Sargis tries to get one in. Sargis missed on a right. Schmidt's just going to put him down to the ice. Justin Schmidt comes in, spins his helmet away. He's got this crowd fired up, and the River Dragons bench has got to respond. They're down 4-0 right now. 9:44 to go in the second. They're out shooting Carolina, but the power plays, Thunderbirds have finally figured it out. Looks like 5 minutes each for fighting at the end of all that. So we will be skating 5-on-5 aside if I was reading body language right down there at the referee's crease. For those of you playing along with us at home, well, we got our media timeout, but quickly, let's tell you, for those of you keeping score with us at home, the goal from John Butita right now goes unassisted. There should be an assist to Hunt at the end of that, too. We'll figure it out later. Either way, media timeout. Back in 30 on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, Thunderbirds 4, River Dragons nothing. The 9:44 left to go here in the second. I'm Zach DeBozart. Happy to have you along here on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network. If you're a Columbus River Dragons fan, though, there has not been a lot to cheer about, though here in the building, a fight between Justin Schmidt and former River Dragons Zach Sargis has got those here in attendance lit up. And now, let's see which bench can respond in kind off that fight. George Holt with it behind the net. Petrantonio lays a hit to him. Petrantonio also lays a hit onto Clouston. Loose in the corner, played back behind, and George Holt's tied up there with Austin Doe. Butita with this on the near side circle, racing after it, being bothered by Armstrong. He'll just dump it in from the right side of red. Rutledge will get a cover on it there. DeAndrea flying a little too close to the netminder, and Noah Doyle will push him away from that. For teams that have played each other 5 straight times, this is the 5th time, I'll be honest with you, you expected this series to get a lot more chippy, but this maybe sets the tone for later on in the season, because obviously the games have been close, save for, well, this one here tonight right now, but also the Columbus win Friday 6-1 here in this building. So you've had close games, you've had some chippy play, you've had some fights, but when all's said and done, Columbus-Carolina rivalry has cooled down a little bit, I think, from what people have expected. But remember, it's early season, and heck, we're just now starting the second half of this hockey game. Cody Oakes will dump this one in. Rutledge will slow it up behind his own net. And here comes the Columbus breakout, attacking right to left across the radio dial. Here in the Wild Animal Safari second period, Grade moves that one onto the stick of Williamson. Williamson a backhand, has that played right back blue line to blue line by Cody Oakes. Columbus with it again. MJ Graham with it, left wing side, will backhand, fling it into the zone. Paulin will slow it up there. Jagger Williamson bothered Paulin for it, pushed it to the middle, but Paulin got in the way of it, and he'll cover it up at the side of the net. Good nose for the puck right there from Jagger Williamson, able to lift the goaltender's stick and make an effort. But Paulin, hey, he was watching. He cut down the centering feed himself and covers it up. 8:41 left to go in the second. Fans, Fort Benning Harley-Davidson and the Columbus River Dragons have teamed up for a $50K giveaway at a River Dragons hockey game this season. Simply text FB-WIN to 55678 before March 13th to be entered for a chance to shoot from center ice and win $50,000. For full rules and contest details, stop into Fort Benning Harley-Davidson on Williams Road or visit FortBenningHD.com. Carolina will eventually flip this one out of their own end, and Frazier will have it at his own blue. Butita gains it in the neutral zone, then checked off the puck. Trevor Finch heading backwards, now turns this one back up ice as Cardinals giving up the forecheck. Shapitzin passes this one across to Frazier. Now into the zone here for Finch. Goes off his stick, and Clouston slows it up there. Anderson trying to hold in left point, nothing doing. Shapitzin to Frazier, D to D across, and on the far side boards, it's dumped in as Columbus is changing. 8 minutes left to go here in the second. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing. Just held in at the center point by Doyle. Finch slaps one towards net, but it was blocked the whole way by Talipov. Not much on it. Talipov skates this one to center, sends it in. Glove save made by Rutledge, and he will cover it up and get a whistle. 7:44 now left to go here in the second. Shots are 15-14 in Columbus's favor. Shots that have gone in, Carolina's favor. Big, 4-0. Bad news if you are a River Dragons fan. Goes from bad to worse as Josh Petrantonio is heading back to the locker room. He is having trouble putting weight down on one of his skates. So we'll monitor that situation very quietly, trying behind play. Petrantonio is no longer on that Columbus bench. Ozelinch sends this one over to Doyle in his own end. Doyle far circle, able to shrug off a man. Noah Doyle plays that one up onto the stick of Austin Doe. Doe left wing side, in with it, pass across. Armstrong a shot, a save made there by Paulin. Deep in his crease, but was able to see it the whole way and get that one covered. 7:19 to go here in period 2. Looks like we're getting some line jumbling off of that Petrantonio leaving. Looks like Jagger Williamson was out there playing center with Armstrong and Doe. Now Krupp and Graham are the wings, and Hunter Bersani takes this draw and wins it. Right point down into the corner. Bersani trying to play it to the middle, and Klauston got a block on that one. MJ Graham, left wing corner to Grade, fires a shot. That one blocked by Butita. Now Talipov with it, left wing corner. It's a 2-on-2 battle on the near side, in the near side corner, in the zone to our left. Graham getting bodied a little bit by Butita in the middle of this 2-on-2 scrum. Talipov still has it in his possession. He moved it up the hash marks, and now it's played back behind the net. Corrigan to Klauston on the pass. Klauston just gets it out. Grade will flip it right back in, delayed off sides, and Columbus has got to touch up. Hunter Bersani caught one up high in the middle of a check, and now he is slow getting to the bench. Not a good time right now to be a River Dragons centerman, I guess. Puck goes into the bench, goes out of play. Bersani seems to be ushering away to go back to the locker room as he's getting looked at on the bench by River Dragons trainer Zach Romig. 6:35 to go in the second. And it's just going from bad to worse, Carolina, or for Columbus here against Carolina. Remember, after this game, team's going to load up, get on the bus, and get ready to go to Watertown, New York, #1 team in the league. If this score was reversed, we'd potentially be talking about this being a 1-versus-2 matchup. But now, the way 1 versus 4 are jumbled up, Columbus might be looking to drop a little bit in the standings unless they pick it up here. 6:35 to go here in period 2. Anderson tries to move that one ahead to Finch. It's knocked away, and now it's dumped in by Fraziot. Rimmed around the boards. Paulin slowed it up a little bit. Peshtuka takes a check as he sends that one down to the red line. Shapitzin has it in his own end, chasing it back. Goes off the high glass. It will be collected by Cody Oakes in front of the Columbus bench. Oakes spins away from one check, inadvertently puts it into his own bench. Kieran Rutledge ducked down and had a little look for Cody Oakes. And those two have a little conversation as Cody Oakes will finish up his shift. 6:13 to go here in the second. 4-0, Thunderbirds lead it here at the Civic Center. Good news, Josh Petrantonio's back out, and he is testing out that left skate. The way he popped out of the tunnel leads me to believe it's an equipment issue. Might have been some broken steel, to be completely honest with you, because didn't think Petrantonio was hurt at any point, but he just could not use one of those skates. And steel appears to be fixed, or something with the skate was fixed, because the captain's back on the bench, ready to go for his next shift whenever it may come. Face off at center ice. Jagger Williamson will win it. Columbus will dump that one in left wing side here from Shapitzin. Klauston with a wave and a miss in the far side corner. Finch skates it, walks it, fires, block, save made, and then Klauston just dumped down Williamson in the middle of that, and then Williamson just shoved down Klauston. Now Klauston and Williamson are going to have some conversations with each other. Arms are up. Jagger's going to go for this. Hunt has it at the right point and plays it back. And Jagger was not happy. Vaughn Klauston ended up dumping him down. I think Jagger thought it was the netminder, so he pulled the feet out for Chris Paulin, and that's going to get him called. Austin Doe will touch it behind the net. Now Armstrong is having a conversation here in the right wing corner, and this could start to get a little nutty. Again, these teams have played each other 5 times straight. We've been expecting a game like this for quite some time, and the score line will certainly tell you it might be about that time. Jagger Williamson will plead his case, but to no avail. He'll sit in the box. 5:39 left to go here in second. This lethal Carolina power play gets back out there. 0 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight are the Dragons. Face off to the left of Rutledge. Petrantonio against Peavy on this one. Good to see the captain back out there. Peavy will win that one clean to the high slot. Talipov to Peshtuka, just holds it in along the blue. Doyle boxing out there from Hunt, rimmed around, held in left point by Talipov. Down to the hash marks. It's found here by Schnapp. His shot ramped up off a stick, goes high over the bar. Petrantonio rims it around. Talipov couldn't get to the left point in time. Down the ice it goes. 25 seconds gone here in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. Talipov from behind his own net puts it into the feet of Peshtuka, and now he'll skate it into the zone. Peshtuka, left wing circle, stops it up, plays it across crease, nobody home on the back door as Doyle let it go by him. Hunt with it, right wing circle, behind the net for Schnapp. Ozelinch puts a check onto him, to the middle, Peavy whiffed on it. Talipov fakes the shot. It's loose there, and a stick clash doesn't go Columbus's way. Otherwise, they might have had a breakaway attempt there with Trevor Finch. Down the ice it goes, slowed up side of the net by Chris Ballin. 4:37 to go here in period 2. Long stretch pass. Butita's going to beat out the icing. He was looking for the breakaway attempt, though. Butita circle to circle, knocked away by a Columbus defenseman. That is Maldonado, who puts a check onto Hunt. Hunt's shot from a long way away is sticked away by Rutledge. Now here's Butita, left wing circle, driving the net. Talipov didn't have it in the wheelhouse. Backhand effort. Save made by Rutledge. High slot Butita with it. Gets it to Cardinal. He fires one, blocked by Talipov. Loose there for Martin. He has a stick tied up and can't do anything more with it. Right wing circle. Cardinal plays it behind the net. Grade puts a check onto Butita. Graham tries to lift his stick. Rimmed around the boards. Held in left point by Clouston. 22 seconds left to go in the Williamson minor. Cody Oakes bobbled it. Dalton Anderson made him pay and gets it out to center ice. Vaughn Clouston will find it on the far side board. Tommy Cardinal played it off of his stick. Too hot to handle on the pass. And Grade sends it out to center once again. Jagger Williamson stands up in the box with 5 seconds left to go. Cody Oakes can't kick it to a stick as Bersani runs him into the corner and checks him there. Bersani rimmed around. Oh, Grade had it on his stick and Williamson wanted it down for a breakout pass. It'll be backhand sent out to Jagger. He gets around one with the move. 2-on-1 with MJ Graham. Graham across crease. And that pass was too hard. Williamson couldn't get to it in time. Graham with it from behind the net. Clouston puts a check onto him. Those two have it between the feet. Now it squirts out free. Bersani to the right point for Frazier. Fires a shot, and that one blocked in front. Getting in the way of that, Vaughn Clouston. This one sent ahead. One-touch pass. Butita then pushes it into the zone from the right side of red. 3:06 left to go here in the second. Here's a stretch play ahead for Williamson. Dekes around one man. Has it right circle. Fire save made. Paulin looked behind him for a moment. No puck there for MJ Graham to tap in. 3 minutes even left to go in the second. Carolina has extended their lead 4-0 here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We are back here at the Columbus Civic Center. Carolina leads Columbus by a score of 4-0. Latest goal in this one is John Butita's on the power play. That's been the story of the game. Thunderbirds power play is 3 for 4. Just got their first one come up empty. Jagger Williamson served his full 2 minutes and is back out there on the ice with his teammates. River Dragons have been stymied in this one, and it's big time. Offensive zone draw, though, here for Columbus. It'll be Petrantonio going against Peavy. Face off to the left of Paulin. River Dragons need something to get into the room with. These last 3 minutes are going to be big to win. Petrantonio wins it. Frazier sends it around. Shoulder battle into the corner. Being bothered for that is Armstrong. Armstrong tries to move it up the wall, and Nicoletti intercepts. Nicoletti back check nicely there by Petrantonio. Now he gets it in stride right wing. Being watched by Talipov. Backhand spinorama, and that one went through Armstrong. Peshtuka trying to get around Doe. Puck fall free for Schnapp there for a moment. And now Nicoletti tries to work it out. Delayed offsides. Columbus touches up. Peshtuka sends it down ice. And icing is on here against the Birds. They will not be able to change. 2:26 left to go in the second. Jerome Bichard will exercise his option to get a fresh line out there. This could be an opportunity you're looking for. Some slightly tired Thunderbirds out there, though the shift's about 35 seconds old. See what you can do with a fresh line. Williamson, Graham, and Krupp's unit is out there right now. Williamson wins it. MJ Graham with it right wing. Now driving into the slot on the backhand across crease. And that one got in the feet of Talipov and kicked away. Nicoletti trying to force it out. Ozelinch pinches up on the play, hits Talipov, but then it goes around him on a second effort. Ozelinch had it in the body, has to retrieve all the way back at his own blue line. 2:07 left to go in the second. Carolina can change a couple of bodies right now if they want. Jagger Williamson gets out of his own end. A cross ice pass. Nicoletti can't knock it out of the air. Here's Krupp with speed ahead. Krupp on the backhand, tripped up, runs into Paulin. Then a penalty's going to come up from the backside official. Krupp was looking at the front guy and said, how are you not calling that? But the backside official has the call. It is a trip. And Paulin was run into after Krupp was tripped up. He looks a little shaken up right now. Carolina will skate across to the penalty box, sending number 9, Jacob Schnapp. So Schnapp, 2 minutes for tripping, 1:54 left to go in the second. And it will be just the second Georgia power play of the night. River Dragons 0 for 1 previous, trying to break up this 4-0 scoreline right now. Paulin being offered all the time he needs to get himself ready. Now he appears to be good to go. Butita wins that one, and Carolina rims it around the boards, goes high over the head of Grade, and down ice. Rutledge has that one go through his stick. Doyle sends it around, and now here's Grade. Grade from his own end, moves it left wing side with some speed is Noah Doyle. Doyle hits the line, 4-on-3 through the middle. Doyle stops it up at the right point, over to Grade, left wing side, fires looking for a tip on Graham, nothing doing. Williamson collects it off the back wall to the right point for Doyle. Now over to Grade, left point. Gets it over the top of the right wing circle. That went through Williamson's stick, and now Holt flips this one, splits the defense, and down ice it goes. 1:17 left in the Schnapp minor. If we get to the end of the period, he'll still have 5 seconds left on his penalty to start up the third. River Dragons hoping to score before then. Doyle chips this one in left wing side. 1 minute left to go here in the Wild Animal Safari second period. Side of the net, Paulin sticks it, and Clausen finds it and dumps it down 200 feet. Rutledge slows it up. Shapitzin will quarterback this power play. Now move it over to the left wing side there for Fraziot. Now feeds in the feet to Petrantonio. He drops it back for Armstrong, being bothered by Peavy. Another drop pass hits Fraziot on the tape, but Fraziot is stick lifted by Cardinal, and a deflection off Peshtuka sends that one down the length of the ice. 28 seconds left to go here in period 2. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing. Shapitzin gives the handoff to Fraziot. Now he drops it back for him. Butita's hard in on the forecheck, trying to make an opportunity for himself. A pass, Petrantonio right wing, dumps it into the near corner. Peshtuka, a slap, not enough on it though. Held in by Shapitzin, left wing circle. Down into the corner, it goes through Armstrong, and Peshtuka gets it out to center ice. 2 seconds and 1. That does it for 40 minutes of play. There's a couple of Boo Birds here in the Civic Center as Columbus heads off the ice. Not much, not loud, but I'll tell you right now, the River Dragons have some soul searching to do in that locker room. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing. Schnapp has 6 seconds remaining in his penalty when the third period starts up. But for right now, we're going to take a break. The McDonald's second intermission report after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like, well, like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Eating, working, living pain-free. These are a few of the things many of us take for granted. Yet for many United States military veterans, finding and affording oral health care is a challenge. Dental Lifeline Network is looking for dentists who can change this. Will you volunteer to help people like Richard, a U.S. naval veteran who suffered severe PTSD after his service? He was left homeless for a period of time, and his oral and overall health are suffering. Because of congressional limitations, the VA can't provide the dental help he needs. Through our Will You See One Vet program, we focus on helping U.S. military veterans like Richard. Now we are seeking more general dentists and specialists to donate treatment to at least one veteran with special needs. When you volunteer with DLN's program to see one vet, we handle the details so you can focus on the care. If you are a dentist or know a dentist, please share this message and help us make a difference in the life of a veteran in need. Visit willyouseeonevet.org to learn more. That's willyouseeonevet.org.
We're through 40 minutes of play here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons trail the Thunderbirds by a score of 4-0. Before we go any farther, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Thunderbirds 4, River Dragons nothing on the McDonald's second intermission report. I'm Zach DeBozart. It's been an ugly one here for Columbus. Second period goal scoring happened on Carolina's side. One more tacked on the power play. John Butita. I've got an assist for Chris Hunt. Not sure if that's been officially credited or not yet, but it's a power play goal, and that's been the story of the game. Carolina's power play is 3 for 4 so far in this one. The only shorthanded goal was Jacob Schnapps, where he put it to the middle and went off a body and went past Rutledge. Thought it might have been Peavy's, but it ended up being Schnapps. He's got 2. Hunt's got 1 and 2 assists. Butita's got a goal. Klauston's got 2 assists. Blake Peavy's also got at least 1 assist, thought maybe 2 or maybe a second point for him. But right now, it should easily tell you, right now it's coming up all Carolina. And Columbus has got some soul searching to do. They've had some soul searching to do from the first intermission report. Now here in the second, I mean, you don't want to say you're out of time, but 4 goals in a period is a lot. And you're going to have to start early and often to get something by Chris Paulin, who's looked not only very good in this game, but looked very good in this period. In fact, he looked so comfortable because he only had to make 5 saves. Heckler & Koch shot counter here in the building right now reads 17-16 in favor of the Dragons. 7 shots for Carolina, 5 for Columbus. Very ho-hum, mundane period in terms of the offense, and because of that, Columbus finds themselves still down in a big hole, and it's farther because of that Butita power play goal at the midway point. River Dragons are 0 for 2, or will be 0 for 2 most likely on the Georgia Power play. 6 seconds remain in Jacob Schnapp's tripping minor. He picked up near the end of the period, but we consider it's a center ice drop to start the third. It's going to take something special to get yourself a goal and get a power play there. So we'll call it effectively 0 for 2 and then 1 for 4 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Either way you slice it, it is not looking good for Columbus, but you still got 20 minutes to play. Going to have to turn something around and get one early and start to build on some momentum. Let's take a break. When we come back, a look around the league and the Zelmo Zip Around the League on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can stand, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can stand, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, McDonald's second intermission report, 4-0 Carolina leads it. Tonight is our first Friends and Family game brought to you by your local Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's, the Pete's Old Management Group. Visit ourdragons.com/MCD deal for a 4 for $48 deal that cannot be beat. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 souvenir hats, and 4 combo meal vouchers, good at any of your local Chattahoochee Valley area McDonald's. Again, for more details, ourdragons.com/MCD deal, or call the ticket office on, well, I guess it'd have to be Monday because tomorrow is a holiday. But that's at 706-507-GOAL, 706-507-4625. All right, time to take a look around the FPHL with the Zelmo Zip-In Look Around the League. Zelmo's the official fuel provider of your Columbus River Dragons. Here in Columbus, yeah, it's ugly. 4-0. Carolina currently leads it. How about in our other game happening in Western New York, the Binghamton Black Bears hosting the Danbury Hat-Tricks. They've gone back and forth in this one. It's been a good one. Binghamton had the lead early on a power play goal from Josh Newberg. Tal Finberg even strength, the 8:03 mark. And then look at this little run Danbury went on. We caught it when it was 1-1. Tal Finberg had just scored. Joseph Pell Jr., a minute and 12 later on the power play, makes it 2-1 Danbury. And then 31 seconds later, Corey Anderson tallies another one for the Rabbits, and it was 3-1. However, Nikita Avashkin extends his lead atop the goal-scoring counter in the FPHL with his 12th of the year, 47 seconds into the third. Right now, we have 15 minutes to play in Binghamton. 3-2 Danbury leads it. Hat-Tricks outshooting the Black Bears big, 45-22. That was aided by a 24-5 tally in the second period. Also had a fight to speak of in this one. Joseph Pell Jr. and Daniel Sokol at the 15:53 marks. That game's had a little bit of everything, and it's still a contentious one. 1-goal lead for the visiting Danbury Hat-Tricks. That is the FPHL scoreboard. The other teams not playing, Watertown will be hosting Columbus coming up for a Friday and Saturday, as we've alluded to a couple of times. Delaware hosts Binghamton this Friday and Saturday. And the Port Huron Prowlers, they are off until Thursday, December 2nd, when they host, and put that in quotation marks, your Columbus River Dragons at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum in Biloxi. We'll have more details on that during the Chattahoochee postgame show. Taking a quick peek at the Southern Hockey scoreboard, 4 games in action on a Thanksgiving Eve. Roanoke 4, Fayetteville 2, 7:05 left to go in the third period at the Crown Coliseum. Let's take a look into this game here. We got a couple of former River Dragons in this. Taylor Best had the first 2 goals for Fayetteville, one of them assisted by one-time Dragon Don Oliveri. And then, the former River Dragons got involved. Listen to this. Second period goals. Matt O'Day, short-handed, his second of the year at 8:04. Then Mac Jansen, his 6th of the year, 9:13 mark. Mac Jansen again on the power play, 15:41 mark. And then how about the whole gang getting together? CJ Stubbs with 13 seconds left in the second, his second of the year. Mac Jansen and Brant Sherwood each picked up assists. That's how Roanoke currently sits up 4-2 on Fayetteville. 1-1, Peoria and Vermilion County. 11.5 left to go in the third from the David S. Palmer Arena. Knoxville 5, Birmingham nothing. Now, when Mike V read this score line in the first period, we said they scored 3 goals in the first 3 minutes. That is ridiculous. Well, it wasn't exactly that. There was an error with the clock. It was basically counting up. So at the 17 or 18-minute mark, I should say, that's when the third one was scored. J.B. Baker, 7:41. Stefan Brucato, 11:02. And then Rasmus Waxen Engback at 18:04. It was 3-0 Knoxville. It just happened over the course of 18 minutes, not 3 minutes in. Brucato's added another one since, and Ballant has made it 5-0 Knoxville so far in this one. Nothing really to speak of on the Birmingham side of things in terms of former River Dragons. Pensacola in the last game of the night leads Macon by a score of 3-1. 14:10 left to go in period number 2 there. Ivan Bondarenko has a goal and 2 assists in this one. Bondarenko right now has the difference. He scored the second goal, his first of the year in the SPHL, and he's got assists on the other 2 goals from Marcus Russell. So a heck of a job done right there for Mr. Bondarenko. Happy he's found himself a place right now in Pensacola. Sean Coons in net for the Ice Flyers as well, looking to get his first win in the SPHL season. That's the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll look ahead to what we can of the Houston Clinic third period. I think you know how it's going to go. River Dragons have got to get off to a hot start. But we'll talk about that after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made from scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, Thunderbirds lead the River Dragons by a score of 4-0 as the Zamboni is making its passes on the ice here between the second and third period. Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yuengling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Flight by Yuengling, the official light beer partner of your Columbus River Dragons. Well, where do you begin if you're Jerome Bichard? Obviously, the message between the first and second period was not the right message to strike. You were down 3-0 through 20 minutes of play. Now you find yourself down 4-0 through 40 minutes of play. And again, the shot totals in this game right now are just anemic. And Jared Rutledge's save percentage is struggling right now because of it. 17-16, Dragons lead in shots. But in that second period, only 5 shots put on Chris Paulin. I don't know, maybe that's a conservative count from those here in the Civic Center, but I mean, it does tell a little bit of the story. Dragons just need to get more pucks at the net. They've had 2 times where they have had the puck sitting in the crease in some way behind or to the side of Paulin, where all they've had to do is tap in. Carolina's done a good job tying up sticks, doing enough to make sure that puck doesn't get across the line. They haven't had one yet. They've been 2 good scoring chances from the crease, couple of good shots, but Paulin, for the most part, has been phenomenal, and he's really righting his own ship from when we saw him last in this building back on a Friday night where the Dragons had a 6-1 win. Now, Carolina's up 4-0, and they've been backstopped tremendously by their veteran goaltenders. So, what do? Well, saw a little bit of more of the bodies flying if you were Columbus, but you got to keep that going. You got to give yourself something. If at the very least, you got to give an effort so that you can live with yourself on the bus ride up to Watertown, New York that occurs right after this game. The team will undress, shower up, tear down what they need to in the locker room, and start loading up the bus overnight, getting themselves ready to head on up to upstate New York after all this. You certainly hope they weren't looking ahead to the #1 team in the FPHL, but right now, I don't know really much going in their favor that you can excuse them from it. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing. Something's got to be done in these last 20 minutes if you're Columbus, if you want to get something, anything, out of this game. It's been all Thunderbirds so far, and kudos to them. They have been playing a good game because of it, and they're the ones responding after being weekend swept last Friday and Saturday. Zamboni appears to be making its final pass across the ice, and we can see our team starting to emerge from the tunnel. So let's take another break. When we come back, we are just about ready to go for the Houston Clinic third period. Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
When it comes to protecting your baby, you can never do enough. You bundle them up and strap them in. That's why most parents choose immunization. Nothing protects babies better from 14 serious childhood diseases. So keep up with and get the recommended immunizations for your baby by age 2. For more reasons to vaccinate, go to cdc.gov/vaccines or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Social distancing slows the spread of coronavirus, so if you have a fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going in. More info at coronavirus.gov. Let's all do our part, because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, teams are back out onto the ice. Carolina leads 4-0 as we get ready for the final 20 minutes of play, brought to you by Houston Clinic. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Columbus has Jared Rutledge between the pipes, warming up the crease to our left. He stopped 12 of 16 Carolina shots so far in this one. Columbus in the all-black jerseys, black helmets, jerseys and pants with gray secondaries and teal trim around the numbers and logo. They will go left to right across your radio dial. The Houston Clinic third period. Over to our right, Chris Paulin. He's been perfect, 17 of 17 stopped. And the Thunderbirds dressed in their road whites, scripted state logo on the chest, black helmets, pants, and trim with red numbers. They go right to left. Jacob Schnapp still has 6 seconds left to serve of a tripping minor picked up at the end of the second period with a center ice drop. Pretty fair to say that Carolina will be able to kill that one off if they do. Columbus will be 0 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill tonight. On the Georgia power play tonight. The Jagger-Williamson line with Krupp and Graham on the wings is out there first for Columbus. Schnapp talking with Krupp on the wings. Somebody's got to put him back in that penalty box. Schnapp is lined up on the wings, and Blake Beebe has to go remind him, hey, you still got to go serve 6 seconds. He's got a smile on his face as he heads off to the box. Hey, give him credit for trying, I guess. Peavy, Hunt, Those are the forwards. Schnapp will join his line in 6 seconds. Talipov and Pashtuka are the defense out there for Garrett Rutledge. Here we go. Referee checks the goal judges, checks the netminders. The puck is down and we are underway here in the Houston Clinic third period. Hunt has it, dumps it down right on Rutledge. 2 seconds and 1. Out of the box is Schnapp. 5-on-5 play here with the Dragons 0 for 2 on the Georgia power play.
Let's go Dragons!
Noah Doyle has this one in front of his own net, gives it up to Ozelinch. Ozelinch's pass is read, intercepted by Schnapp, and dumped in. Rutledge from behind his own net, slows it up, and now MJ Graham will take it from behind. Pardon me, it's Noah Doyle, 4, not 8. This one flipped into the zone by Ozelinch from the red line, left wing side. Peshduka gets in front of Williamson there, and it will be chipped out to center as the defense changes behind this for Columbus. MJ Graham bobbled it on a stick for a moment, recollected it, but then it's pushed into the zone by Schnapp, and he goes off to finish his shift. 19:05 left to go here in the third. Dragons are down big, 4-0. Carolina leads it here in the Civic Center. Oleg Shapitsin pinching up on this play. He's got it in the left wing corner, takes it behind the net. He's on the forehand, looking for a pass up the wall, cycled it, went through Doe. Petrantonio up the wall now, left circle, Armstrong shot, blocked, ripped in the slot there. Backhand effort by Doe, couldn't get anything on it. Then he is stick tied up, and Tommy Cardinal skates it out of danger for Carolina. Cardinal up the line, and Daniel Martin was going to run into a body check. Check laid on there by Shapitsin on Cardinal. Martin has it in the corner, and Shapitsin lays a hip into him. Frazier takes a check. This one goes out of play. And delay of game is going to be the call on Frazier. Frazier's pointing to the glass, saying it went off there. The penalty's been called. 18:29 left to go in the third. Man, not much is going Columbus's way tonight. Frazier, 2 minutes, delay a game. It'll be the 5th Houston Clinic penalty kill of the night. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Puck is down. Anderson wins it into the corner. Maldonado being bothered for it there. Maldonado kicks this one around, and Grade from behind his own net will send it 200 feet. Cody Oakes takes his time behind the Carolina net. Moves this one up to Blake Peavy. Now pushes it ahead to Schnapp, who's on hat-trick watch. Schnapp being bothered there by Maldonado as that puck stalls out in the corner. Peavy up to the top for Armstrong. Right wing hash, shot, block. Schnapp has it in the feet, falls for Peavy in the corner. Oakes D-to-D with Klauston. He had to reach for that one. Holds it in left point, knocked off the body of Bersani, and it goes out to neutral ice. Oakes gloves this one down, plays it off with his stick, so no hand pass. Klauston to Hunt, left wing side, plays that one through the body of Butita. He collects it off the wall. Butita with it at the right point, spins around, has space. Talipov with it, gives it back to Butita at the high slot. Now for Peshtuka, he fires a weak one. That one read and intercepted as Maldonado pushes it only to the red line. Peshtuka's going to come back in on a somewhat open left wing. His shot just wide of the glove hand on Rutledge, fell off the stick weird. I don't think Ruddy read that one quite right. Here's Cardinal with the top of the right wing circle. MJ Graham trying to lift his stick. Quebec on Quebec right there on that check. Still in the zone for Carolina. Bersani tried to filter it through to Graham. Could have had a breakaway if that pass got through clean, but nothing doing. Martin sends that one inside of the net. It will roll back for Rutledge in his crease, and he'll take a whistle. 17:07 left to go here in the third. Carolina leads at 4-0. And on the power play for another 38 seconds as Frazier sits for a delay of game. Face-off won by Carolina, right circle. Peshtuka shot, that one missed wide, looking for a tip. Butita with it at the left point. D-to-D across, finds Peshtuka. Now to the slot. Martin on the backhand. Can't pull the trigger. Spins away from danger at the right circle. On the forehand now. Talipov a shot. Save made there by Rutledge. Great slap pass right there from the Ottawa native. Daniel Martin hit Talipov right on the tape. And Rutledge moving over to his right. Able to swallow that one up. Good heads-up play from the Columbus netminder. $18 seconds left in the Frazier minor. Petrantonio out to take this draw against Peavy. Peavy wins it. Schnapp gets it back to the left point. Zach Sargis being bothered by Austin Doe. And with this puck here, Sargis will get it back off the wall. Playing it to the right wing circle, trying to center it in front. Doyle blocked an attempt intended by Hunt. Doyle on the backhand up for Petrantonio. Out of the box comes Frazier. Petrantonio in over the line, fires a shot off a stick into the right wing corner. The captain gets it back. Petrantonio being double teamed right now by Sargis and by Oakes. He pushes it up this near side wall. Frazier finds it, fires, glove save made by Paulin, seeing it around some bodies, and he'll take a whistle. 16-13 left to go here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing. Happy to have you along here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network. Still with us on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're sorry about our technical difficulties from the first period there. Looks like we crossed all our I's, dotted all our T's. That's basically what happened and why we had to go off air. This one gets sent down to the Columbus blue line. Doyle up ahead. Petrantonio, one touch, has it on his stick, plays that one to the high slot. Nobody home in a black jersey, but shot from the left circle. Hits the high glass as Shapitzin missed the frame. Now right wing circle with it. Armstrong back to Frazier. Walks it a little bit. Bodied there by Martin, and look out. Daniel Martin can have a breakaway the other way. Big first touch on that puck. Falls all the way back, and Shapitzin, nice job racing there. Beats Martin to his own puck. Daniel Martin with this, moves it up to the left point. Clausen with the wave, weakly to the near side circle. Shapitzin has it here. Plays it back behind the net for Frazier. Columbus going to get a change behind this. Frazier bobbled it behind the net. Butita to the middle. Martin back for Butita, and he skied it. He had an angle on the left wing side. Puck might have flipped up on him as he sent that one a long way up into the netting and out of play. 15-24 left to go here in the third. Carolina up 4-0. Face off to the right of Rutledge. Won by Columbus. Williamson, though, couldn't put it back to his defense. Carolina with anticipation takes it away. Krupp moves that one up for Graham. He gets the wheels turning, and now 2-on-2 as they're bunched up right wing side. Graham chips it into the corner for himself, being watched by Peshtuka. Played to the bottom of the circles, and Nicoletti intercepted, but Jagger Williamson took it off his stick. Williamson with it here. He's being double-teamed. Graham finds it out of feet, moves it up the wall. Tom Maldonado, left point, a shot! Deflecting a save made there by Paulin, who just let it hit him. Williamson from behind the net plays it off the backside of the cage. Graham moves it back, left point. Maldonado, shot deflected, loose in the slot. Jagger Williamson couldn't put it back towards a danger area. Great fires now, and a save made high on the chest of Paulin, who will take the whistle in the media timeout. 14:44 left to go here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus nothing on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
River Dragons hockey brought to you all season long by Sherry and her crew of master barbers at Old School Barbershop, 1041 First Avenue in downtown Columbus. They'll be open on Thanksgiving? I might have to check the Google update on that, but they're open 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, 706-321-5930. You can also schedule your appointments on Facebook or through their website, oldschoolbarbershop.com. That's Old School Barbershop, spelt the old school way, S-H-O-P-P-E. Old School Barbershop, proud sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons. Speaking of those Dragons, they've got a 2-on-2 battle in the offensive zone. Right wing corner, this is over the left shoulder of Paulin. Now the Thunderbirds come in, win the advantage, but held in right point by Grade. Shot deflect by Bersani, just wide, couldn't get the angle to that far post. This one rims around. Butita has it, near side boards, can't get it out. Grade holds in right point, another shot. That one blocked in front by Holt. Swing and a miss by Cardinal, so he'll pick up the puck on his own. Excuse me, that's Hunt. Hunt on the backhand will chip. No, that was Cardinal. I should have trusted my first instinct there. Either way, he goes off to finish a shift, and now this will be played in by Bersani off a dump in, so no icing here. Peshtuka in the corner, works it to the hash marks. Anderson, good stick move around one, can't get around another as Peshtuka was able to hold his body along the line. Now here's Doyle, shot blocked there by Schnapp. Doyle with it, right point, rims it around. Hunter Bersani with it, left wing corner. Bersani at the hash marks, looking for some space, feeds it to Doyle across, right point shot, what a block by Schnapp. Bersani high slot, loose there as it battles along. Peavy falls to a knee. That one blocked by Armstrong off the stick of Doyle. Chance side of the net for Doe, and he didn't have an angle, falling down to a knee. Talipov rims this one around. Columbus hemming Carolina in. Shot save made. Paul and rebound loose. Another effort there. Doe, and it's blocked in front by a Thunderbird jersey. And down the ice it goes. Ozelinch racing after it in his own end. Carolina gets a much-needed change here. 13-10 to go here in the third. Dragons down 4. And they need to find something fast. Here's Noah Doyle with some speed ahead. 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Doyle, right circle, looks, thought about the wraparound, didn't have the angle, still with it on the forehand. To the center point, Frazier, backdoor, Doe waits, looks, fires, save, made by Paulin as Doe tried to get him to move side to side. And Paulin closed up that armpit just in time to squeeze it and get a whistle. 12:52 to go here in the third. Dragons, well, let's be honest, they're starting to look the best they've looked all night. Hemming Carolina in, getting good chances, passing the puck well. They are in a heck of a hole. Thunderbirds 4, River Dragons nothing. Paulin skates it out to the corner, working out something, it looks like in his right leg. And now he's back in the crease to defend on this face-off to his left. Williamson wins it clean. Frazier, D to Shapitzin. He fires one. Score! Jay Krupp, backdoor. Columbus has some life. 4-1 Carolina. You cannot draw that play up any better. Absolutely buzzing in the offensive zone prior to it. Jagger Williamson wins one clean. Frazier, Shapitzin heads up play on the slap pass, and Krupp taps it in. 12:47 left to go in the third. We've seen crazier things in this building. You never know what can happen. But for right now, we'll send it for the first time tonight to Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons goal scored by number 22, Jay
MJ Graham gets around a man, back into the middle, and it just sent wide by Frazier. Paul Frazier and Oleg Shapitzin will pick up the assists on that Krupp goal. It's 4-1. Bottom of the circle, Shapitzin a shot, looking for the short side corner, nothing doing. Krupp plays that one to the middle and nothing going there. Frazier to Krupp, circle to circle, pass behind Petrantonio. Shapitzin a wave and a miss, and now here's Doe with it fresh off the bench. Frazier from the red line. Columbus doing a good job hemming Carolina in. Petrantonio holds it in. Right circle shot deflected as Talipov got his stick in the shooting lane. Left point held in there by Grade. Butita finds it along the wall. He skates it out to center, and Carolina can get a change they desperately need. Butita with it left wing circle. Stopped it up, couldn't pull the trigger, and Graham takes a big check there from Tommy Cardinal. Now Shapitzin lost the puck. High slot, firing Klauston and sent it high. 11:33 to go here in the third. Jay Krupp, that's his 4th goal on the year. Butita giving the business to Petrantonio. Gray trying to fish this puck out of feet. This is all over the left shoulder of Rutledge. 11:20 to go here in period 3. It leaks back out to Rutledge in his crease, and he'll happy cover it up and get a whistle. Carolina 4, Columbus 1. 11:19 to go here in period 3. Jay Krupp breaks the shutout up of Chris Paulin. Good D-to-D passing and good heads-up play by Oleg Shapitzin to find that backdoor play on the slap pass. Martin wins a draw, works at the center point. Klauston will rim this one in around the left wing. Doyle has it here, tries to send it back from whence it came. Cardinal intercepts, Ozelinch chops at him and gets the puck away. Now just held in left point by a sliding Klauston. No hand pass as it gets out from underneath him. Armstrong, good stick handle around one. Klauston trying to make up for his mistake. Armstrong still with it in the right wing corner. We get a whistle and a penalty. Ooh, Vaughn Klauston got caught for slashing there. As he was trying to make up for it, and he's hot. Klauston did not realize he was going to get called for this. Oh, he's mad. He doesn't even have his stick. And now here's a chance for Columbus to build on this recent momentum they found. 10:53 to go in the third. Face-off coming to the left of Paulin. River Dragons 0 for 2 on the Georgia power play tonight. They start up their third with a win. Shapitzin at the left point for Armstrong in the corner. Rimmed there for Petrantonio. He gets tied up with Peshtuka. Those two go at it. Peshtuka to the far circle for Martin, and now he'll go 2-on-2 with Peavy to his left. Martin will dump that one into the left wing corner, and Frejo will win the race of 27's first to it. Frejo moves this one ahead. Petrantonio, one touch too far out of the reach of Doe. And we brought in on an offsides play as Shapitzin couldn't hold the line at center point. 1:31 left to go in the slashing penalty to Vaughn Clouston. Carolina leads at 4-1. Columbus, you don't think about must-score opportunities, but a power play like this, after you just scored one about a minute and a half ago in the game, you really got to think, hey, get yourself back in it, really get those legs feeling good. Columbus dumps this in, and MJ Graham's got it on the far circle, moves it up to left point, passes over to Noah Doyle at the right. Doyle right point, top of the left wing circle, finds a man, circle to circle. Jagger Williamson has to play it off the wall, though. Right point, Noah Doyle with it here. Doyle back for Williamson, right wing circle. Looks, he's got some space to shoot, doesn't do it. Doyle a blast, blocked in front by Cardinal. Left wing circle, there's an effort there by Bersani, nothing doing. Doyle fakes the shot, now right wing circle, it's Williamson with it here. Jagger Williamson looking for some space, no passing lane available. Doyle a blast, and that one just went off the back wall. Grade holds it in, gets it over to Williamson again, right wing circle. Williamson walking it in, they're giving him all kinds of space. Doyle another rip, he scores! Noah Doyle rings it far down. Power play goal, it's 4-2. Noah Doyle gets his second of the year, and it's a big one. Dragons pull themselves back within 2 on the power play. Little bit of contention from the Carolina bench. They thought that one was bar down but on the line. But from what we could see up here, that one had crossed the line. The red light went on. We've got a 4-2 game right now. Face-off will be dropped at center ice, and here's Dana Barker.
He shoots! River Dragons power play goal, scored by number 4, Noah Doyle. Assisted by number 22, Jay Cruz. Number 21, Jagger Williamson.
Krupp and Williamson pick up the assist. Here's Shapitzin, fires, save made by Paulin. 9:11 left to go in the third. Shapitzin was leading a 3-on-2 rush from the right wing side and just about had a chance at that one. Media timeout. Dragons have all of a sudden found some fire. They're only down 2 right now on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Back here at a suddenly re-energized Columbus Civic Center, Dragons have the last 2 in this one to cut the Carolina lead in half. It's 4-2. Jay Krupp at the 7:13 mark, and then Noah Doyle on the power play, 10:23 mark. Listen, you keep scoring a goal every 3 minutes with 9:11 left to go. You'll win this one in regulation if you're Columbus, but you got to keep that trend up. You've got to keep the legs moving. Still some work to be done, but still very much in this game as the home crowd is giving them some love behind this all. I'm Zach DeBozart, happy to have you along for what's turned into an exciting one here in the Chattahoochee Valley. Right point, Noah Doyle has it off a win. Doyle's shot gets deflected off Armstrong and into the netting and out of play. We'll do it again to Paulin's left. 9:07 left to go in the third. Dragons leading in shots on the Heckler & Koch shot counter, 24-19. Petrantonio VPV on this one. Petrantonio wins another one clean. Doyle right point, fires again, and that's a block in front by Martin. Now here's Tommy Cardinal taking with some speed ahead. Cardinal trying to get around Ozelinch. Big long stick there by Ozo will send him wide behind the goal line. Moves it up near side boards now. Cardinal trying to drop it off. Right circle. Talipov lost it for a moment. Puck goes loose. Here's Austin Doe. Daniel Martin will meet him at the pass. Delayed off sides. Columbus doesn't care. They move it out with speed. Petrantonio and over the line. Fires! And he just sends that one wide of the glove hand. You can feel the crowd getting into this. Every single rush. The River Dragons are coming at it with intent. Grade can't hold in at the lines. That knocks off the body of Butita. River Dragons touch up on the delayed off sides on the dump in. This one's sent a long way by Clouston, and it's icing here as it's touched from the wrong side of the red by Carolina. 8:24 left to go here in the third. Thunderbirds 4, Dragons 2. Face-off coming to the left of Paulin. Jagger Williamson in on this draw. He'll be going against Butita. Williamson wins it. Krupp has it. Left wing. Puts it right into the chest of Paulin. He was looking for a quick shot from the bottom of the circles, and Paulin was awake and tuned to it. Another face-off coming to the Carolina netminders left, but this time the Thunderbirds can get the change from that icing call. They send out a whole new group of 5. It'll be the Peavy unit. Peavy versus Williamson, and Peavy's going to get waved out of this draw, so in comes Chris Hunt. MJ Graham's in the shotgun position looking for this one. It'll fall to the near side wing. Cody Oakes is first on it for the Birds. Peshduka trying to rim this one around. Krupp ties up with a man. Jagger Williamson holds in left point. His shot hits the backboards behind Paulin. Oakes stretches that one ahead. Nice tape-to-tape pass for Peavy. Pushes it too far ahead for Hunt, though. And Maldonado on the backhand sends it out to the red line for Peshduka. Sends it back in. Williamson knocks this one down. Hunt can't take it off him on a delayed offsides play. Williamson gains the red, but Peavy's able to knock that one down before he can dump it in. And here comes Carolina back the other way. Peshduka dodges away from one man, trying to sidestep around Shapitzin. Peshduka to the middle, and Frazier was able to sweep his skate and knock that pass away. Let's go Dragons, the chant here at the Civic Center. 7:35 left to go here in the third. 4-2, Carolina leads it. Martin racing in after this one. Frazier on his back. Those two cancel out. Hunter Bersani will find the puck behind the cage. Bersani skates this one out on the far side. Checked there by Butita. Lost his edge. And Shapitzin will dump this one in from the red. Paulin comes out to play it. Rims itself around. Daniel Martin laid it off there. Looks side of the net. And it'll have to be covered by Paulin. As now we get a heck of a scrum out of all of this. Somebody got pushed near Paulin. I think it was Bersani. And the Thunderbirds didn't like that. Took to Bersani, and Bersani very quickly gets himself out of there. And just making sure he doesn't pick up anything out of the melee. They'll reset the net behind Paulin. 7:13 left to go here in the third. Thunderbirds still lead it by a score of 4-2. Dragons have the last 2 goals in this one, though. One from Krupp, and then one on the power play from Noah Doyle. By the way, that power play goal puts the Dragons at 1 for 3 on the Georgia Power play tonight. We've seen 4 power play goals in this game. Talipov trying to play this one off the wall. Look out, loose in the slot there for Bersani, and his backhand went wide. Weird hop off the stanchion, and nothing he could do about it. Anderson backdoor play. Nobody's sitting there with a black jersey. Frazier from behind the net. Bersani stick clash with Talipov, and it'll go to the far side corner. Talipov bodied there by Finch. Finch is able to find it. Plays it back to the defense. Looking for a shot. Shapitzin sends that one just wide of the blocker hand. Bersani gets checked down in the slot, and this is a penalty. Delay of game called against Carolina, as sending it straight out of play was Ramil Talipov. 6:45 to go in the third. I'm telling you, the Dragons scored 2 within 3 minutes. This 3-minute clip right now could be going in their favor. Power play struck last time. Can they do it again to bring it back within 1? Face-off to the left of Paulin. Dragons 1 for 3 on the Georgia power play tonight thanks to Noah Doyle. He's out there on the right point, and he holds in as Von Clouston tries to slap it out. Doyle to Williamson at the right wing circle. Williamson back up for Doyle, right point. Wanted to go D to D, goes back to Williamson at the hash marks. Now back for Doyle again. Now he goes D to D, gets that one over for Grade. Grade back for Doyle, looking for a shooting lane. Played it off a body and a save made there by Paulin. MJ Graham with it left wing circle. He'll skate this one around the zone. Right circle with it, has a chance, backdoor, what a play. Vaughn Clouston laid his stick down and definitely took away a goal from Jay Krupp sitting on the back door. 1:22 left to go here in the Talipov Minor. Dragons with another rush up ice. Jagger Williamson, right wing side. Cardinal knocks it off of his stick for Carolina. This will slow up the rush. Now on the far side wall, Krupp with a little give and go here with Grade. Big check, that's Anderson, Shapitzin who got laid into there. Now Frazier will have it at the right point. Frazier for Williamson to Krupp, one-time blast, and that was blocked in front by Cardinal. Graham and Holt run each other into the corner. Shapitzin holds in left point. His shot blocked by Cardinal, and he sends it down the length of the ice. 50 seconds left to go. Rutledge is going to come out on the far side corner. He has to play it. Rimmed around. It'll be collected here by Shapitzin. Back for his D partner Frazier behind the net. 40 seconds left in the Talipov Minor. River Dragons looking for another power play goal, trying to bring themselves back within one. This crowd wants it. They can feel the energy right now. Petrantonio, right wing side, gets around a man, puts it down deeper into the corner for Armstrong. Check that's Doe. Doe to Shapitzin, and it goes through his stick. Down the ice it goes, and Frazier will collect in the far side circle. 18 seconds left in the Talipov Minor. Doe deflects that one, held up by Clouston, but now coming back into the zone is Doe. He drops it back, just held it along the blue by Frazier, and now Doyle will poke it into the corner. Here's Armstrong with it. Armstrong being bothered by Cody Oakes. Oakes lifts his stick, gets the better of that one. 2 seconds and one. Talipov's out of the box, and he could have had a rush right there. Frazier with a good stick to take it away at the red line. Here's Austin Doe, right wing circle. Doe has that knocked off his stick by Daniel Martin. Can't be held in, though, as the outlet is knocked down by Bersani, but the scraps get out to the neutral zone. Bersani moving his legs, works it down deep. Clouston first on it here in the corner, and at the red line, it's dumped down by Carolina. 4:22 left to go here in the third. Carolina leading Columbus right now by a score of 4-2. Finch and Martin battling with this on the near side boards. Butita also comes in to help out for Carolina. It gets through a couple of Carolina bodies, and Clouston went for the dive and was able to poke that puck back to center. Took out Schnapp and took out Bersani on that play. Left wing circle, a shot coming in from Anderson. Anderson tried to glove at that puck. Nothing doing. That was a Finch shot there. And now here's Butita one-on-one with Ozelinch. Butita firing a shot, and a pad save made there by Rutledge. 3:48 to go in the third. Finch, stretch pass ahead, open left wing with some space, firing a shot, save made, and Paulin will cover it up. Dalton Anderson is getting run out of real estate by the back-jacking defenseman. Let's take a break. When we come back, the remainder of regulation here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome back into the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons trail the Thunderbirds 4-2, but Columbus has the last 2 goals in this game, and they are looking for a couple more. 3:41 to go in the third. They're going to have to come early and often. They scored 2-3 minutes apart. Now you got to score at a little bit of a faster rate right now. Face-off won by Williamson. Graham fires one. Stick save made Paulin, and he collects his own rebound. 3:37 to go now here in the third. We'll keep our eyes on Rutledge with a 2-goal deficit. Usually you'd figure around 2.5 minutes for Jerome Bichard, but you never know. Could get a little aggressive with it, knowing how much the guys are buzzing right now. A majority of the play from the 8-minute mark of this period on has been in the Carolina zone. Carolina wins this defensive zone draw. It gets rimmed around. It goes through the stick of Shapitzin. Frazier will race after it, being watched there by Hunt. Krupp deflects this one out to center. MJ Graham will have it first in front of his own bench. Look out, Graham with a loose puck deke, and Hunt will dump this one down as he took it away from him on the back check. 3:15 left to go here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. This one gets sent down the length of the ice. Icing is on. No, linesman waves that one off. Says the Thunderbird could have touched it at his own blue line. Here's Hunt from the left wing side. He plays that one in at the red. Shapitzin from behind his own net. He's being watched there by Peavy. This one gets rimmed around, and this one's going to go for icing. No, it does not have the legs, as Clausen can touch it at the bottom of the circles. 2:46 to go here in the Houston Clinic, third period. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. Krupp and Peshtuka run into each other as Peshtuka is posturing in front of his netminder, trying to play a little lead block. Cardinal will chip that one in, and it's a bouncer. And Schnapp will push and shove at Doyle. And now we're going to get a hugging match right in the crease of Jared Rutledge. Defensemen stay up for Carolina, so there's nothing doing out of that in terms of the faceoff. It'll be down in the Columbus end. We'll see if we get any penalties out of this. And everyone has separated now, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Penalty box doors remain shut, and everybody heads back to their respective benches. 2:35 left to go here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. Face-off coming to the right of Rutledge. Martin v. Petrantonio on the draw. Petrantonio wins it clean. Shapitzin has it behind the net. We're going to keep our eyes on Rutledge here on this rush. Now he takes off to the bench as Doe gains the red line. 6-on-5 here in favor of the Dragons with the empty net. Petrantonio trying to push this one to the middle. Doe and Peshtuka rub shoulders. It's loose there along the side wall. Butita trying to fish it out. So too is Doe. He collects it. Doe to Doyle. High slot. Fires! And that one gets blocked in front by Martin. Shapitzin putting that one to the middle. Peshtuka sends us the length of the ice. And he rings the post. Peshtuka rings the post from about 160 feet away. That one looked to be on line, and let's see if Columbus can make anything out of it now. Bersani gains the blue line. Right point, he dumps this one in. Doe behind the net had a hole in his stick develop at the wrong time. Holt flips this one out. Grade will catch it at center ice. Grade for Frazier, sending that one across. Jagger Williamson fresh off the bench. He's got some speed. Williamson slows it up. Left circle, shot, blocked, and gets out as Frazier couldn't cover at the center point. Moved over to Armstrong, right wing side. Armstrong dumps that one in. Glove save made by Paul, and he'll hold on for a whistle as we're under 90 seconds left to play here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. The Dragons have got to find one quick. This crowd is ready to burst for it. Williamson, Dram, and Krupp with Anderson the extra forward. Grade and Frazier on the back end. And a timeout is going to be called here by Columbus. Timeout Columbus. 1:28 to go here in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. Thunderbirds got all their goals in the first and second period. 3 of them in the first in a span of 3 minutes and 13 seconds. It was Schnapp, Hunt, and then Schnapp again. Then on the power play, 9:26 into the second, John Butita made it 4-0. Since then, Columbus has responded back with 2 of their own in the third. Jay Krupp, 7:13 mark, and then Noah Doyle, 10:23 mark on the power play. But that's all to speak of right now. Trying not to be a day late and a dollar short for Columbus. They've only got less than 90 seconds, minute 28 to be precise, to find 2 past Chris Paulin. The 6 out there on the ice remain the same for Jerome Bichard. Anderson, the extra forward with the Krupp, Williamson, and Dram line. Frazier is going to be on the right wing side. Anderson's going to play a little bit up from the right point. Krupp and Graham are going to go in the left wing to muddy up the slot. Let's see what we get out of this play. False start, wings encroach. Both centers are allowed to stay in. Face off to the left of Paulin. Some skitters, some flinches, some false starts. Carolina wins it. Martin dumps it down the length of the ice. Anderson racing after this, hustling as quick as he can. A second or two might have gone off that clock. Referee noticed it. And a hold will happen for 2 seconds. It was stopped at 1:22 and it went all the way down to 1:20. It's going to be held for 2 seconds. Referee, looks like that's Radolinski, telling both benches, hey, we're going to hold it for 2 seconds off that ice. So it'll be Williamson and Peavy again to the left of Paulin. Williamson wins it clean, but Martin picks it up with anticipation. This one chipped into the zone by Butita. He's in a race here with Grade. Butita with it, left wing corner. Grade puts a check onto him, and Anderson will find a loose puck behind his own net. Moving quickly is Columbus. Here's Fraziot, right wing side with the 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Fraziot moves it into the corner for Graham. Check there by Clouston. Graham still with it on the forehand. Left point for Grade. Back for Graham, left wing circle. He looks, fires, blocked there by Vaughn Clouston. Now Grade with it to Graham along the half wall. Down into the corner. It's Williamson. Check that Fraziot. Anderson with it now. Anderson, right wing circle to Krupp. Krupp fires one. That one blocked by Peshtuka. Backhand trying to push it past Krupp. Anderson, good job sliding play, holding it in right point. Graham ties up with Peshtuka, and he's able to fish this one out and send it down to the Columbus Blue. 36 seconds left to go here in the third. Last chance saloon and then some here for Columbus. MJ Graham, right wing side, trying to dump it in. Vaughn Clouston bodies him up there. Doyle, D to D across. Shapitzin comes in over the line, fires a shot, blocked by Holt. Left point held in there for a moment, then dumped down the ice by Holt. Butita is going to try and win this race to negate icing. He will, as Doyle and Butita rub shoulders behind the net. A dozen seconds left to go. It's down in the Columbus end, and that's going to just about do it. Martin tries to play it to an open cage, blocked by Doyle, and there it goes. A stretch pass ahead, nothing doing. 2 seconds left, and Carolina will celebrate 3 points at the end of a hard-fought 5-in-a-row series between these two teams. Columbus showed some life late, but nothing to show for it in the points department. Carolina will take all three. The 5-game split still goes in Columbus's favor, but not as lopsided a margin as you would have thought. 10-5. Columbus takes 10 points out of the 15. Carolina, they get the last laugh in this series as they win here on a Wednesday night and head off to their locker room to celebrate. The River Dragons tap their sticks at center ice and salute the fans here in attendance. Strong crowd that came out, looked like a little north of 2,000 here on the books. Let's take a break. When we come back, Chad Abruzzi postgame show is up next on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome to the Chad Abruzzi. That's right, the Chad Abruzzi Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just 1.5 miles from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chad Abruzzi Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for the Chad Abruzzi postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chad Abruzzi's Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
River Dragons fans filing out of the Civic Center here, less than pleased, but a good effort in the third period by the guys out there in black. 4-2. Thunderbirds end up winning it, and you consider it was 4-0 heading into this third period of play. Columbus gets 2 goals, and they were about 3 minutes or so apart. That really set this crowd on fire. They were going, and they were behind the River Dragons every rush after that, but Carolina does a good job holding the fort down and securing all 3 points in tonight's contest. River Dragons got on the board first when the third period, 7:13 mark, Jake Krupp. A nice backdoor play as Oleg Shapitsin was able to set him up. Paul Frigeau also gets an apple on that goal. And then 10:23 mark, 3 minutes and 10 seconds later, Noah Doyle on the power play with assists from Krupp and Williamson. That made it 4-2. You figure with half a period to go, you got 2 goals. Got to find a way to find a couple more. There was some good shots, but Paulin and the Carolina defense locked it down and kept the puck out. Carolina comes away with all 3 points again in a 4-2 victory. 28-21 shots on goal, the Heckler & Koch shot counter. And that's all she wrote for this one. Carolina's goal scorers all happened in the first half of the game. 7:18 mark of the first, power play goal for Schnapp. 7:54 mark, power play goal for Chris Hunt. That was on a 5-on-3, 2 goals 36 seconds apart to kill off both penalties, not the way Columbus had intended. Schnapp would add a second at the 10:31 mark, and then a power play tally 9:26 into the second for John Butita. Hey, they were a first-half team, Carolina was, and they did enough damage to get it done. 4 power play goals in total in this game, 3 of them belonging to Carolina, 1 for 4 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill where the Dragons. That 93% number is going to be going down quite a bit. Columbus, though, did raise their own power play percentage, though, 1 for 4 on the Georgia power play tonight. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Carolina 4, Columbus 2. Let's take a break. When we come back, look around the league after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-pressed lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion, reunions, parties, you name it. We have a graphic designer on staff to help create the logos or graphics necessary to make your shirts unique. Here we pride ourselves in being able to deliver orders of any size at low competitive cost, with no minimum quantity required to order. That's why the River Dragons trust us for all their uniform needs. Call the Jersey Shop in Columbus today, 706-565-4242.
Today, more than ever, you can rely on the trustworthy technicians at Midas for your car's needs. From scheduled maintenance to brake repairs to oil changes, suspension work, and more. Our technicians are known for their work and their word that your car will be fixed in the best way possible. Stop in your neighborhood Midas today with 2 locations in Columbus. At the corner of 13th Street and Veterans, just up the road from the Columbus Civic Center. And the other off Manchester Expressway. Midas Total Car Care. Proud sponsors of the River Dragons. Trust the Midas touch.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Dragons fall to the Thunderbirds today by a score of 4-2. I'm Zach DeBozart here on the Chet Abruzzi post-game show. Columbus showed some life late with goals from Krupp and Doyle on the power play, but nothing else to speak of after that. Carolina locks it down, takes home the 3 points tonight, and finishes the season, or not the season, but the series split right now. 5 games in a row, these teams played each other. 10-5, Dragons will lead it in points as it stands, and they'll still lead it in the standings department between these two teams as we take a look around the FPHL. Thunderbirds will pick up 3 much-needed points, draw themselves back closer to even in terms of the 500 mark, and get themselves up with the top 4 or 5 in the FPHL. Elsewhere in the league, we had a game in Western New York, and the Danbury Hat-Tricks came out and just took it to Binghamton. 62 shots on goal for the Rabbits. When we last left it, it was 3-2. Danbury got 2 goals in a span of 54 seconds late in the third Tal Finberg his second, and then Johnny Ruiz adds an insurance tally as the Hat-Tricks win this one by a score of 5-2. Not very often, if you're Joseph Shepard, you give up 5 goals in a game and still come out with a save percentage over 900. 917 for him. 57 saves on 62 shots. Just incredible. But the Hat-Tricks do pick up 3 points as they take home the spoils. They get the win. Carolina picks up the win tonight. Let's take a look at what that does for our standings. For Danbury, that does shoot them ahead of both Columbus and Binghamton. So Danbury is now second place in the FPHL. Columbus, that loss has not tallied in yet on their points percentage. However, it will drop them, I do believe, underneath Binghamton here. Let's see if we can do some quick math. 7 games played, 11 out of 21. Yes. So Columbus will fall to 4th in the FPHL behind Binghamton. And Carolina, with now 11 points out of 24, just drops themselves 1 point shy of the Port Huron Prowlers for 5th. So while Carolina does not move up in the standings, they certainly gained some much-needed ground after they had dropped 10 of their last 12 points in this 5-game set with Columbus. That's your Zelmo Zip-In look around the league. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Quickly, the Southern Professional Hockey League and the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. Roanoke 5, Fayetteville 2. A lot of rail yard dogs scoring goals that wore River Dragons colors during the Night Cup Championship season last year. Guys like Matt O'Day, Mac Jansen, and CJ Stubbs. Shout out to those boys. How about this? Vermilion County, their first win in franchise history, and it took the distance. A shootout win over the Peoria Rivermen 2-1. Bobcats win that at home and send the Danville faithful home happy. Knoxville's rolling over Birmingham right now. 3 minutes left to go in the third. It's 5-0 Ice Bears. Pensacola's in a good one. 4-3 over Macon. 13 minutes and some change left to go in the third. And then tomorrow there will be a Turkey Day game. Birmingham at Huntsville, 8 o'clock East, 7 o'clock Central. Last we checked in the Pensacola game, Ivan Bondarenko had a goal and 2 assists. That fourth goal I didn't factor in on at all, but Macon scored 2 in the third to bring themselves back within 1. Again, under 13 minutes to play there. That's the Southern Hockey Scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we preview it up for a Columbus-Watertown matchup. First time the River Dragons will be in Watertown in close to 2 years. Going to be exciting to see a very good Wolves team. We'll tell you all about that 2-game set after this on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want. And your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com.
Back here one final time on the Chattahoochee postgame show. Columbus falls to Carolina by a score of 4-2. Thunderbirds did all their damage in the first half of the game. River Dragons showed some life late with goals from Jay Krupp and Noah Doyle, but nothing doing when all said and done. 3 stars of the game is chosen here in the arena. Star number 3 went to Chris Hunt I have him for a goal and 2 assists. I think officially he's listed a goal and an assist, but that might change. Do believe on the John Butita goal, he had a pass over to Butita to get that goal in. Either way, 3-point night for Hunt, and he picks up star number 3. Star number 2 going to the Columbus River Dragons. That's Jay Krupp, a goal and an assist, and I don't think they gave him credit for a fight when he was going at it with Sargis, but could have had a Gordie Howe hat trick if that was labeled as such. Do think it was just 2 minutes for him there, but either way, Krupp was definitely part of that offense, showing life late, getting chances, and again, a goal and an assist for him. Picks up star number 2. Star number 1, in your first pro game, take a bow, Jacob Schnapp out of Tampa, Florida. Those 2 goals in the first period. He does end up getting credited with the winner as well. That third goal, their third goal of the game, he scored at 10:31. It was his second, and it was the only even strength goal Carolina Thunderbirds scored today, and I think that tells the story of the game more than anything. The power play figured it out for Carolina, and Columbus's hot start to the PK got cooled off pretty darn quick. So, you know, you weren't afraid to take any penalties if you were Columbus. After this game, you might be a little gun-shy about it because, man, Carolina's power play figured it out and bit you to the tune of 3 for 4 for the man advantage, 1 for 4 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. As we look ahead to this weekend's games, a road contest in upstate New York. Columbus River Dragons make the long trek up to the Watertown Wolves and the Watertown Municipal Ice Arena for 2 games. Start up Friday and Saturday night. Both puck drops at 7:30. Means 7 o'clock pregame show is here on the network. We're leaving pretty much right after we sign off the air. We'll unpack everything, load up a travel bag. Guys will get showered, get a little food in us, and start firing up that bus. I would anticipate maybe close to like a midnight get us out of here. But, hey, could be earlier because, you know, those hours are long. You got to do a lot of them. Breaking the trip up in 2 days. Nice stop in Ignite headquarters over at Richmond. So it's a long itinerary, and it's a lot of time to think about what happened here in today's game. But you got 6 more points on the line up in Watertown against a team that is currently leading the FPHL. Watertown, a 6-2 record, 17 out of 24 points possible for a 708 points percentage, and they have got the league leader in points right now on their team in Justin McDonald. Couple of great goaltenders as well in Corrigan and Hussey. Man, just look forward to what should be some good, just drag them out type hockey games. I don't think it'll be nearly as chippy as the Carolina games were, obviously, but in terms of overall skill this league can provide, you're going to be expecting a high energy game between the River Dragons and the Wolves. Again, that starts up on Friday night, a 2-game set at 7:30 East, 7 o'clock, Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show here on the network. For everybody working hard behind the scenes, for Eli Hardigree, for Jamil Hawkins, for Javaris Harris, Brandon Lane, Stephen Pierce, Connor Zeiss, big thanks to Noah Doyle, who was our Inside the Lair pregame show guest. We're on a 2-game goal streak and 3-game point streak when it comes to that. So very excited to see that took shape for us on the pregame show. Big thanks to Mike V, who was with us through a majority of the first half of this game. And a big thanks to everybody listening in, wherever you might be, across the River Dragons broadcast network. We'll be lighting it back up again coming up on Friday with a 7 o'clock Fort Benning Harley-Davidson pregame show. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons, and we will see you Friday night. One more time, your final score here in Columbus, Carolina 4, Columbus 2 on the Columbus River Dragons radio network.
Been listening to the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons broadcast network.